Check.
Do you have to fix up the pirouette every time?
Check. Check. On your feet.
¿Dónde se quedaron?
Allez, check one. Allez, check one, two. Allez, check one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Allez, check one, two. Allez, hey, hey. Good job, good. Check one, two. Check one, two. Thank you. Check two.
Hi, yeah. Hi, commentary, can you hear us? Okay, can we just have... Hear us? We're live now, can you hear us? Hi, can you hear us, ladies and gentlemen? Hello, can you hear us? No, we can't. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. All right. Apparently we're live on screens, but not here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming you to Nairobi Polo Club, the International, the Lagos incoming tour. They're here today. This is the Eba Charlotte Cameroon Cup. We're looking forward to lots of fun and games today. It's a glorious day. And the polo pitch is looking wonderful. The players are looking resplendent, and we're looking forward to a wonderful afternoon. And all right. All right. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We'll talk in a second.
Okay, but we're
so, Mike, I can't even hear you, I'm afraid. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you, which means...
you not hear me through your headphones?
No. Say again? Can you hear the commentator too? Say something.
And you can hear me as well? Commentator one? Okay. Good.
Okay, do you know why I can't hear him? I can't hear him here. Please. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Nice. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay.
But by the umpire's rule book. The KP hand, yeah, I'm a clause 3.4.
No worries. No worries. Are we going to do left and right stuff, eh? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just on the numbers here. So
yeah, so I'm just, I make the walked off now.
Let's talk right to
okay,
left.
so let's talk over there. So right in the very front over there, you've got Michelle Morgan. Okay, as the horses are walking over there, you've got Michelle Morgan.
Magda, your number 2 apparently.
Social House, the best hotel in Nairobi.
Do you want me to wear another one? Yeah?
Okay,
Okay,
one, two.
Okay. Yep. Find your way through the PA. Maybe turn it down just a little.
There seems to be a bit of an echo, or is it just us that's hearing an echo? 1, 2. I can hear. You can't hear me? I can hear myself.
Great. Superb, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to welcome you to this wonderful afternoon at Nairobi Polo Club, Jamhuri Park, for the Lagos incoming tour. We're looking forward to a wonderful afternoon of polo. The pitch is looking verdant and green, and what's very useful in polo, flat. And we're very happy to welcome up here in the commentating box, we have Mike Dutoit. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Chris. Good to have you back here again after a little bit of a break. Huh?
It's been a while. Ever since KRA hit me, I've played polo for a long time. But good to have you here, Mike. My name's Chris Foote, and you've got Mike and I here will be commentating. And of course, one of the joys of a commentator is we're here to make everyone look good. Our M-Pesa numbers are? No, we're very impartial. We only support the Kenyan side.
So the players are coming out of here. And we've got on the right-hand side, we've got the team in the dark green. That's 24/7. They would have been given the option between the teams to choose which side they want to start from, and we'll get into some of the technical stuff as to how the game progresses after that. So 24/7 are in the dark green, Social House are in the white shirts. And we've got mixed teams. Chris, the ladies have mixed up. Unlike the men's game that's going to be played later on, the ladies have mixed up. We've got Great. Okay, right. We're back on air again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back on again. And apologies for the little bit of sound. We've got two top players over there. They're going to be on top of each other all the time. We've got Jenny Cam with Hiromi trying to hook her. Jenny pushes her out of the way, going to take it on the near side there. Nice little shot by her, takes it forward, and look at her riding, first going to the man, taking the riding off, but now she's taken under the next shot and backed up very nicely by Magda. Magda carrying it forward, Magda carrying it towards the goal. We've already had one goal scored. Magda tries to take it under the horse's legs, can't get it. A nice little near side forehand then from Hiromi and Zomo. Taken forward. 24/7 player, another releasing little shot and backhand coming in from. We can actually hear it. I think we can even hear the horses out there, Chris.
My sound's gone again.
Okay, now it's Hiromi again. No, commentator 2. Okay, sorry about this. We got a little bit of a sound.
Okay, no, but
1-2. Can you hear me?
1-2. Can you hear me? No one can hear me. I can't hear myself.
We can't hear. No,
we can't hear commentator 2.
No, neither. One, two. You can hear. Can you hear me, Chris?
No, I can't.
Okay.
No. The view's getting better, is what I'll say.
One, two. Still nothing. Still nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's Naomi. Oh, no, sorry. That's not her. That's Natalie. The red helmet is Alice playing 2 chuck. Carry on. So we've got this. Okay.
Great. Here we are. We're coming in. It's a spot hit there to 24/7. Hiromi's taking it up there, tapping it along there. She's on light grey there, going towards it. And is she going to put it through the goal? She's going towards the goal and is just put it past. Now, for those of you just watching polo for the first time, you look for the little fellow wearing a white overall and a flag. Watch his flag. When he does it to the side, that means it went out. If he puts it up in the air, that means it's a goal. So this is the equivalent now of a hit-in, and they've just hit it in very nicely. That's the Social House team, beautifully hit up there, and now coming up there is...
That was Natalie.
Is Natalie. Yeah. Natalie with the ball there. Nicely turned round there. Tapped forward there by where are we there?
So
Jenny hits a backhand. Jenny, somebody claims the line there. And we'll see who was claiming the line there. That looked like Michelle Morgan claiming the line there. We'll see what they say there. Claiming the line basically means you are going along one line and somebody cuts right across you. All right, we're back here live. Thank you very much. Here in this, that was a penalty. Somebody came across the line, and so they'll take it up to what is known as a 5B, which is from the middle of the pitch. And the aim here, of course, is to get your players up. Now, for those who are not used to polo, more happens off the ball than on the ball. Look what's happening. People will be marking. They'll be trying to create space, tapped up the ball there very nicely.
Jenny getting hooked, though, and
Jenny hooked.
to take away then. 24/7 player then. Trying to come around. Magda hits it again. Nice little shot from her. Now she'll try and release it. She has. Pushes it up towards the goal. Pony going along very nicely. Remember that the Nigerian players, the 3 ladies out there, all playing on horses that they are playing for the first time this weekend. Generously lent to them. Shot coming in there, and it's through the goal, and a beautiful shot. And I think that was Jenny Cam that hit that shot.
Yeah, looks like it. Lovely goal there. Taken up from the center there.
And back they come to the center again, and you see Romy going off at high speed. She's actually just going to go change her horse. You can do that as often as you want to in polo. We do, however, allow an opportunity when we've got an international players to go and change at half chukkers. They come back. Oh, no, we're back on
Okay,
again.
we're back on. So just a reminder that as soon as somebody scores a goal in polo, you swap ends just to make sure that there's no advantage to one side or the other, whether it's the field, the weather conditions, or politics. And just for those who have arrived today, welcome again from Nairobi Polo Club. We're looking forward to hosting you today at the Lagos Incoming Tour. This particular Women's Cup, with the Ebba Charlotte Cameron Cup, is a mix of teams with Nigerians and Kenyans playing together. Very Pan-African, Mike.
Very good. And Chris, why don't you introduce us to all the players that are out there?
Right, so in Social House are the team playing in white. We have Jenny Cam playing at number 4. We have Magda, Naomi Durasaro, Sharon Alelahu, and Alice Awamba, who are sharing a thing. They're tapping up there towards it, going towards the goal there now. Will there be a backhand, or will it go over the back? And no, still in play. She's tapping towards goal, and she's put it through! What a wonderful goal there. Took it all the way down from the center. Wonderful. But yeah, the sound keeps coming and going. Apologies there. Now, there's a little bit of discussion there.
There was a foul over there.
There's a foul?
Yep, Magda coming across the line. So if you imagine, you think about it like a road with a highway and your lanes that you're in. And once you get into that lane that is created a right-of-way, you can't cross that line. You certainly can't cross in front of somebody else. So you cannot behave like a matatu. And it's nicely taken there by Hiromi. Hiromi again, a nice little stroke by Hiromi, and off she goes as Magda. That's going to try and hook her. Ken Murray, yeah, she's done it really well. That's then Naomi that's taking it forward. Naomi, one of the visiting players, slightly bouncy ball. Jenny Cam goes for the backhand. It goes into her pony's legs, knocks forward into Michelle. Claimed then by the following Social House player. And the second bell goes. So 7-minute chukka with 30 seconds of discretion time is over, and I'll start the second chukka from where they're left over there. And so we'll have some music whilst we wait for them to change their horses, and they've got 3 minutes to do that.
Great. And just to let those of you who are joined, we are playing 4 chukkers. Sometimes you have the option of playing 5 chukkers in international polo. We're doing 4 chukkers, but we're allowing a break between every chukka that the visiting team can change their horses, because as Mike pointed out, it's the first time they're riding these horses. And one of the things Kenya is renowned for is when we lend our horses to visiting international teams, we always get very good feedback. We lend them our best. Sometimes when we go overseas and play polo, they lend us somewhat shabby horses.
Sometimes it's got a sort of a black stripe across it, and it's rather grey and short and long ears.
And bray like donkeys. Yeah. So Kenya is renowned for being very gracious and very generous with their horses. And it's a reason why we attract quite a lot of international players here. Let you know again about the 2 referees out there.
Umpires.
We've got, sorry, I said umpires. I'm mixing my sports. 2 umpires out there. We've got Rafin Zomo and Jules Cam, who are probably 2 of the highest handicapped Kenyan players. And their job really is to keep up with play, blow the fouls. And if there's a problem, they come to the ultimate arbitrator, the referee in the box, Fred Campbell. And he is a very neutral partner. Are you, Fred? Mostly. As chairman of Nairobi Polo Club, of course, in no shape or form does he want them to win. So he'll be very neutral on the whole process. So hopefully the clock's ticking and they'll come back out onto the pitch. Just to remind you again who the players are. We have for Social House, Jenny Cam, Magda Chukwuemeka, Naomi Durasaro, Sharon Alela, and Alice Awambo. And for 24/7, Hiromi Nzo.
There we are. We're back again.
Natalie Allen, Michelle Morgan, and Rita Alakija, who's from Nigeria as well. So this is the ladies' team. There we go. We're back on the sound again. If anyone wants to go and tweak the ear of the sound people, please do. Mike, how are you doing? I haven't seen you on the polo pitch for a while as well.
No, old age and injuries. It's a young man's sport. Chris.
But your
It's
boys
young
are still
man.
playing?
My boys are still playing.
Are you still the
across in
patron?
Copenhagen.
You're the patron who pays for everything?
I try not to. So just a little, if you've got a program, ladies and gents, and you'll see, just to explain also that F on the scoreboard that you see across the other side, that's a fraction. So every polo player gets handicapped. It's not based on anything to do with the number of goals that you score, even though you talk about a -2 goal player and a 10 goal player, which is the range. Every player gets...
If you can hear us there.
Yep, we're back here. We'll just watch the lights over here and we'll know. So apologies if we come and go. So the handicaps are then done by observation. The amazing thing, Chris, about it is that you can go on tour and around the world you can compete on that basis. So it's throw in over there to start again. Players lined up and made it 2 lines. Backhand coming in. So one thing you can't do is try and identify players by the horse, because they're going to change those horses quite a few times. Taken forward by Magda now. Look how she straightens that horse out. Gets a lovely little hook in there from Hiromi, but backing up very nicely. Oh, and going over the top. Then Jenny. Jenny hits a lovely little stroke. It's off towards the halfway line, and it's taken forward.
And this is Naomi taking the ball. She goes over the ball there, picked up very nicely by Jenny Cam, but suddenly drops it. Coming through is Jenny Cam. Goes to the nice bouncy ball though. Who's there behind her? You have to line up like a train, make sure you're behind, your players are there. This is Naomi, turns it round, taps it forward. No, that's Sharon.
No.
Who is
It's
that?
Hiromi and Zoma.
It is Hiromi, yeah. Lovely, rides off the player. Just remember, you can push somebody off the line, and that's called a ride-off. Picked up there very nicely, tapped forward. Picked up there by Jenny. Jenny going forward, tapped there by... Naomi going towards the goal. Can she cut it into the goal? And she puts it through! What a lovely bit of teamwork there. Great play there by Social House. Remember, in polo, there's always going to be somebody behind you or in front of you. When you go over the top of it, leave it for the person behind you, run up, and they'll hit it up to you. Lovely teamwork there by Social House. Great goal there by Naomi Durasaro, who is one of the visiting Nigerian players. They'll swap sides. You'll see the scores change to 3 goals and a fraction to Social House. So it's time for 24/7 to wake up and give their A game. Mike, how are you seeing it so far?
Well, I mean, as you can see from the scoreboard, Social House really pulling away in the lead over there, and the next one to score has to be the 24/7 team. Otherwise, I think they're going to lead a lot for the second half of this game. And let's see. Now they've got Hiromi. She's
Hiromi.
really experienced.
Nice shot there by Hiromo, tapping forward. She takes it forward there. And she is moving towards the goal there. Put it forward to her player, goes over the top, but she holds back, picks it up, taps it slowly towards the goal. Is she controlling it? Let's see what she's doing. She's tapping it towards the goal, and she's going to put it through. Oh! Kids on. Yes, lovely goal there by Hiromu. She just tapped it beautifully, and a great bit of play there. Hiromi and Zomo just tapping it nicely, controlling the ball, and pushed it through. And that's going to be a goal for 24/7. They heeded our advice, Mike. They've got a goal finally.
And I did predict that it was going to be Hiromi that did that. I think she was playing under an advantage. I think Magda had come in front of her. The umpires have that discretion to let the game flow and play the advantage. So remember that you can't cut in front of somebody to impede them, but you can ride them off shoulder to shoulder.
And look at this, picked up very nicely there by Social House, tapping it forward there. And that looks like Magda, is it? No, that's not Magda. It's Magda in front of it, but lovely backhand there by Hiromi, saves the ball, needs to put a bit more angle on it. Picked up there by Jenny Cam. Jenny Cam tails it. Unfortunately, yes, nice shot. Who's there? Picked up there by Michelle. Michelle, nice little backhand there. Offside backhand, but did she cross the line to do that? She had I think, had a near side backhand. And she went for an offside backhand, Mike.
I'll let the umpires...
Oh, yes, we're not allowed to give them advice, are we? We can make suggestions. Yeah, so we'll see what they say. Two very seasoned umpires here.
Did the hooter go? Yep, I think the hooter might have gone, that they've gone to change horses, some of them.
Yep, the tutus have gone.
So let's just go a little bit of an explanation in the penalties. Polo has got 10 different categories of penalties. Can be a little bit confusing. Very few of them are actually used in polo. The ones that we'll explain to you as we go along is a penalty. This looks like a penalty 4 or
Okay, just a reminder out to all the players and to the umpire and to the ref, we are doing half chuckers. And so please, when the hooter goes in the middle of a play, that means it's a half chucker break. So if the refs could kindly let it play till the end of that and then allow people to change their horses. It'll help the timekeeper immensely. So Mike, you were saying this looks like a penalty 4?
yeah, it looked like they're all coming out now again. So
Mike,
let's see what they're going to do.
Jules Cam picking up the ball there. He's moved it. That might mean he's giving the goal. Let's see. They haven't asked Mr. Gabo here. Have they asked you anything? Yeah. So we lost a bit of sound there. So they've dropped it back in the middle. Maybe they could give us an indication whether that was a goal.
No, it's a penalty 5B. You can see the ball was dropped in the middle. So if you're in your own half and the game is going forward and you hit the ball and then you get fouled, the ball gets moved all the way up to the halfway line. Okay, and you can see where that is. And then if you're in the opposition's half, we'll get to some of those penalties a little bit later and explain how they work. But at the moment, you've got Michelle Morgan and
okay, it's hit forward there by
Hiromi taking it forward. Now she's gone off slightly to the side, which is a clever thing to do. Don't put it into traffic, take it forward. But I think that referees, or the umpire is saying, hang on a second, that white player cut in front. I think it was Magda. She cut in front of Hiromi. And you can play the ball in front of somebody as long as you don't impede them coming down that line. But in this instance, that wasn't the case. And so this is probably going to be moved up to a penalty 4, I think it is, which is penalty 3, which is a 40-yard penalty. I don't think it's 30 yards, Chris. What do you reckon from this distance?
I think it's 40. I would say that's a... That looks like a 40 to me. We'll see if it's going to be defended or not. That's the big difference, isn't it, Mike?
Yep, that is it. Yeah, so it looks like Jenny's positioned herself, the player to the left-hand side of the goals, and she
So, Mike, have you explained what is this, a penalty 4, is it?
Yeah, so heading towards the goal, and it would have been inside the 60 yards. If you look on the far... Right, goal scored over there, and Jenny Cam did come out. Sorry, folks, if we're intermittent with the commentary. Seem to be having a little bit of a power problem over here. We need this kind of sound system at a Donald Trump rally.
Yeah, preferably with a sniper. Sorry, wrong crowd. All right, we're back online there. That was a penalty 4 scored. Beautiful goal there scored by Hiromi, which takes the score to 3 to Social House and 2 and a fraction to 24/7 here on the Emma Charlotte Cameron Cup, which is a mixed ladies cup, welcoming those of you who've just arrived. And we're starting afresh there. We've got in. All right, we're back again with the sound here. And they took it up forward there, picked up very nicely here by Social House. And who's that? Goes at the top there. Magda goes at the top there. And for the lovely little backhand there, put forward by 24/7. Who's in front of it there? And this is Michelle Morgan going towards it. She now needs to taps it behind her, puts it in front of a player who goes across the line there. Let's see what's happening there. Picked up very nicely there by Michelle again. Let's see what's happened there. Nice little backhand there. Let's see if the ball opens up play a little bit there. Picked up there very nicely by no.
Here.
Yeah. Well done, guys.
They're super happy, mate. gentlemen. Sorry, we had a little glitch there with the sound. I suspect people thought we were at Boma's for the public participation of something that's happening. I don't know what's happening there. Hope you've all gone and given your views.
1-2, right.
1-2, we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. And just to welcome you back to the third Chaka of the Lagos Incoming Tour, where we've got a mixed team of Nigerian and Kenyans, the Eber Charlotte Cameron Cup. And so far, scores on the doors are 3 1/fraction to 3.
That's the big thing. You know, Chris, we were talking about early on, it was 3-2 the fraction, and now suddenly it's 3 1/fraction to 3. And I sort of felt that Hiromi was going to start stamping a little bit of authority over there. She's a very, very talented player. Dr. Hiromi Nzoma.
I know, now, very impressive. And also, Mike, it gives hope to a lot of men that that little fraction can make a lot of difference. It's 3 1/fraction to 3. And look at them now, they're storming ahead. Yeah. Fred, you wouldn't know about that. So here we are, let's talk through the teams here. Social House in white, we've got Jenny Cam playing off 0, Magda on 0, Naomi Durasaro from Nigeria on -1, Sharon Elela and Alice Awambo on -2. 24/7 team who are playing in green, Hiromi Nzoma on 0, Natalie Allen on -1, Michelle Morgan on -1, Rita Alakija on -2. Both sides, one's a -4, one's a 3. The whistle's already gone. Did the throw in, Mike? What happened there?
I had a post in front of me.
Ah, right. Okay, so I think Mike Cam, not Mike Cam, Jules Cam is going to throw the ball in. It's like a line out in rugby. Throws it in, hit nicely there by Michelle Morgan. Taps it forward, she's going forward. And goes over the top of it. But so far, so good. Let's see what's happening. Picked up there, very nice by Jenny Cam. Jenny Cam going towards it, but she stole it right in front and crossed the line. Raf and Zomo said, we don't do that. We're not the DP. I don't know what he meant by that.
Yeah, if you look at the way the umpires try and position themselves on the field, one of them will be behind the game so that they can see that line of the ball that I was talking about early on, and then one of them will be lateral to the game, and they can see that if somebody ducks inside, did they have the space and the time and distance to be able to do that. So the umpires agreeing with that with each other on that particular penalty. Defending players have to then drop back 30 yards at least, and we've got 2 of them that are the attacking players. It's Hiromi Nzoma that's probably going to take the little knock over there, and it's going to be
Michelle
Naomi.
Morgan's going to follow her up, I think.
No, it's Naomi. That's Naomi, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
So what often happens is one player in the other side, what happens with high level, they'll go for the goal. You can get some guys who can actually score a goal from here. At this level, they'll tap it up, pass it. Michelle will come behind. Hiromi might leave it for her. Let's see what happens. And that's Hiromi tapping it. Very sensibly starts cutting wide. You don't want to go down the middle. You want a bit of angle. Mike.
There we go. We got Magda trying to harass her. Is she managing to do that? Hiromi cleverly taking the ball all around, but now she's left behind, and that's left it for Magda, who is following up. Magda again on it. Backhand coming from Social Out player. Lovely shot there by Magda. Off she goes.
Lovely shot. You can hear the horses there, but that's now Hiromi's there. Is she going to turn it or she's going to knock it back? She does a near side backhand. Lovely little shot there, straight. A bit of angle would have been great. Picked up there nicely by Naomi. Naomi goes over the top of it. Picked up there by another player from 24/7 going towards the line. Oh, they're going to tap it. She's tapping it. Is she going to get towards the goal? Picked up there by Jenny Cam. There's a bit of a melee there. Let's see what happens. It comes to a bit of a standstill there. They need to move off the ball. If you stand on the ball, the refs will blow. Picked up there in front of the goal. Nicely cleared there, or was it? No, it's still in play. It's Jenny Cam going towards it. Jenny Cam goes over the top of it. Ball still not moving. Picked up there by one of the 24/7 players. And that's Magda. Magda turns it round, but stolen by Hiromi, who cuts in front of her, who's going to go towards the far side and try and clear it, which she does beautifully. Hits the boards. Remember, when it hits the boards, you play the angle that it comes off the board, not the angle that it went into the board. Play still in there. They can play it along the boards if they want to. Great way of playing. Let's see what Hiromi does. The ump. No, if they stop. No, they're in play there, just psyching each other out there. That's Hiromi and Magda. And go over the top of the ball there. Picked up by the players behind them. Nice tail there by Jenny Cam. But who's there? Somebody coming through the line there. Look at... That looked very much like Rita coming down the line there. And very clever play by Rita, Remember, the line's yours. The first person to call that line gets it. Picked up there, and lovely shot taken through the goal there. Oh, not. Oh, my gosh. Yes, it's gone through there. Lovely play there by the 24/7 team there. Lovely goal there by
Jenny Cam. Jenny Cam. So I think that was Jenny that scored that goal, and initially it was
lovely goal there, scored by Sharon. Sorry, Sharon, we didn't give you credit there. Lovely bit of play there by our very own Sharon. Thank you very much there, Sharon. Great goal. Perseverance playing off. So remember, they swap sides. They line up opposite the numbers there. Remember, the point here is to try and block, a bit like American football. You try and block the other player going through, and with a bit of luck, he'll pop through the other side, which it hasn't. It's come off a player.
Pony kicks it forward. Coming through, nicely played. Sharon over there, takes it forward, tries to pick it up, takes it towards the boards. Is Magda going to be able to pick it up? Social House player taking it forward. Off they go again. Jenny Cam, lovely strike there towards the goal. She looks behind us to see it, see if she can see anyone in her. And she goes over the top of that one. She's pushed it off to the side. So it's going to be a hitting off the back line. A little bit like football. If an attacking player hits it over the back line, then it becomes a goal kick or
Mike,
a hit in from the back.
Can I just ask you a question? What's football? You mentioned something called football.
It's that game that people who fall over easily play.
And scream and shout.
And scream and shout. And if
yell,
somebody touches them,
cry.
they fall over and they cry. Yeah,
okay.
that game. Yeah.
No, you've got to respect the LGBT community here. We do. All right, so they've blown the thing there, which means that this is something we do uniquely for internationals, where we allow them halfway through a chukker to change the horse. As Mike pointed out earlier, these players from overseas have not played these horses before, so it's only fair that they can change their horses. And because we're so generous, we don't give them 4 horses. We give them about, we give them a fair number. 32 horses were given by the Kenyan side, and it makes all the difference, the horse you have.
80% of the game, I'd say, Chris. I mean, that's... and some people have invested very seriously. A couple of horses over here are homebred or come off the racetrack, but by far the bulk of the horses that are played in Kenya are from South Africa, imported as made polo ponies. I think in Nigeria, most of their horses come from South America. Is that right, Fred? Yep.
Nothing to do with spending power at all. It's obviously they prefer South America.
No, that's it. The start of the season, you just bring another aeroplane load in.
We're Pan-African. We could always go to Argentina if we wanted, but we said no. We'd rather get cheaper horses from South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. So this is what we do now. They're just having a little chat there. Can I just say, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there is obviously a player with a microphone because you can hear the horses. It's rather nice. Or a very heavy breathing. Oh, they're on the boards. I thought it was Robbie Koitaba for a minute breathing. I was a bit confused.
So back there coming out, it's going to be Hiromi. It's going to take it off the back. So you'll see, if your eyes are good enough, you'll see the players have all got numbers on their shirts, numbered 1 to 4. But generally speaking, and although it gets quite muddled during the game because whoever is out there is to take the ball and put themselves in the right position, but generally speaking, your number 1 is your attacker. Your number 4 is your primary defender. They're normally the highest handicap player that's playing in the number 4 position. And then the number 2 and 3 are your midfielders. A lovely hit in over there, taken across the goals. Very nicely by Hiromi, taken forward by Michelle Morgan. She's been pushed off, and Jenny Cam managed to get the better of that one. Now Hiromi with a little near side shot. Near side being the left-hand side of the horse. Beautifully played by her. Jenny coming around. Jenny again, didn't quite get the clean stroke, but look how quickly she gets her horse back onto the right side again. And Jenny always bowls up in the air. It's a bit difficult for her to pick up. Magda tries to pick it up, and Magda takes it forward now. Lovely stroke by Magda. She wants one of her attacking players right in front of the goal, and it's Magda getting pushed by the opposition player. Jenny Cam coming through. Has she managed to get it? No, she's left behind, so everybody turns very quickly, and it's going to be an opportunity now for 24/7 to take it out of the danger zone. 24/7 player doesn't get it. Jenny Cam with a little backhand, not quite what she wanted, bounces off the pony's legs, but now there's a chance to knock it forward. Beautiful play then from 24/7. goes over the top, but there's a following player, as Chris mentioned. Nice little stroke, heading off towards the boards.
And this
looks
is
behind her.
Great. We have Rita here now. What's she going to do with it? Rita is going to take it along the boards, taps it along the boards.
Over the boards.
Oh, pops it over. Unfortunate there. Maybe a little clap from them, from you guys over there in the ABL. Great to have them here. And by the way, Fred, you didn't tell us which one of those is single, who's available, who's not. That's why some people come here. All right, lovely little hit in there. This is now Michelle. Lovely open backhand. Sorry, that was...
Hiromi.
There we are, picked up there nicely. Magda claims the line. Lovely little shot there by Magda, puts it forward there. Somebody needs to get ahead. All her players are ahead.
I was asking probably a little bit too much from Magda that two of the players went in attack. Nobody went behind, so as soon as Magda lost it, then Hiromi picked the ball up, but Magda's back in control again. She says, no, hang on a second. You took it away from me, I'll take it away from you. Magda again. A little half shot, hits it slightly behind the ball, slightly behind the saddle. You want to be able to hit that ball just literally a foot in front of your right foot or your left foot, and that's the best position to have the ball when you're hitting it. And that's part of the thing as well. Part of the struggle is to make sure that you're getting to the ball and you're hitting it at the right time.
And that was Jenny Cam there claiming the line. Let's see what the umpires, what the refs say about that.
So that's going to be moved up to, I think, a penalty 6. A penalty 4, which is 60 yards out. Let's see what the umpires are calling. I suggest that's probably where it's going to be, Footy.
That looks like a penalty 4 to me.
Yep, it is indeed. And so the difference, and this is the first time we're actually having a penalty 4, and if you look, all 4 of the players, defending players, can be in the goals and defending it. And you'll have the hitter of the ball, which is the player in white from Social House, and that's probably going to be Jenny Cam. No, it's actually not. It's I see they've all come back, so it's in fact not a penalty 4. It's a penalty 3. It's a 30-yard penalty. Sorry, it's a 40-yard penalty.
And who's going to ride out there, Mike, do you think?
It's normally the player that's to the left-hand side from where we see it. Okay, and I would suggest that that's probably going to be... looks like it's going to be Naomi. I think... sorry, not
Hiromi, isn't it?
Natalie. I think it looks like it's Natalie. Or is it Hiromi? I'm struggling to see it. I think that's actually Hiromi that's going to take it. You see the other players are right out of the goal. And in comes Jenny Cam. Strikes and then out goes Hiromi. Is she going to get it? No, she doesn't need to touch it. It's gone wide of goal.
Now, Mike, you have to explain to everyone here, why do we go anti-clockwise off hit-ins?
Why do we go anti-clockwise off a hit-in?
Yeah.
Because we want to, well, it depends, Chris, sometimes you'll go clockwise. I mean, the wisest thing to do is actually to just take it away from your goal and not hit it across your goal. But generally you would go anti-clockwise because you're going to be hitting on your right-hand side. Right. And that's the offside. So you're going to try and, the strongest shot in polo is generally your shot that you're playing on the right-hand side of the horse. So there are 4 primary shots in polo. That shot on the offside is called, which is a near hand, a backhand, and then the same on the other side of the horse. But there are a couple of other fancy ones like under the neck shots and things like that. Coming around is Hiromi, and Hiromi, is she going to be able to unleash it? No, she gets hooked by Magda. Nice defensive play by Magda. She's playing very well today. Jenny Cam picking it up now. Jenny Cam, first bell goes. We've got 30 seconds of play unless there's an infringement. Jenny Cam carrying it up. Is it a little bit too far to the left-hand side? She needs somebody to follow up. Magda needs to be there. Jenny Cam, she's got nobody barking her, so she can actually carry it around. She's done that, but a lovely backhand coming in from Hiromi. It goes off the horse's leg. Now Hiromi. Now she's just going to try and get out of danger. Hiromi again. Who's on top of it? It's going to be... Let's see who picks up. Michelle Morgan, I think it is, who's managed to pick it up. The second bell goes into the chukka. We're into the third chukka, and Footy, from a game that started off in the second chukka, 3 goals to a fraction, we now got 4 to 3 in a fraction, and that is... You don't get it closer than that.
That is very good, very entertaining for everybody there. And let's give them a little clap as they come off the pitch. Great to have everyone here. And again, just to welcome everybody to the Lagos incoming tour, the international between Kenya and Nigeria. It's being filmed, going out live. Our apologies beforehand for anything inappropriate said by myself and Mike Cam. And first of all, we'd like to just thank our sponsors. We've got an amazing group of sponsors here. We've got Tusker Mall, Tankery, Turkish Airlines, Verve Clico. We've got 98.7, Capital FM, 98.4. Can you imagine? I used to work with them, used to do a morning show with them. We've got Infinite Planners, we've got 24/7, we've got Mo, we've got the Social House, we've got Prima Rosa, we've got Cup of Joe, we've got Diana Reef, we've got the African Guarantee Fund, and of course we have to thank Nairobi Polo Club for putting this all together. So a big thank you for you guys. We couldn't be playing this game if it wasn't for our sponsors, and that's something that really has come strong the last few years, is the amount of people who want to sponsor polo because it aligns with their premium products and their premium brand. So can we have a round of applause please for our sponsors? Okay, who? There'll be a bit of music played out there. They've turned around, they've swapped their horses, and they will carry on where they left off. Remember, the ball went out wide, so it'll be a... Actually, it looks more like a penalty than a hit-in. Mike, what's happening here?
No, I think they're going to come out for... Let's have a look at it. It's an interesting point that you're making there, Footy. Now, when one has the horses that have been either your own horses or lent horses, you kind of rate them, not so Chris, in terms of your best to your least best, rather than call it a worst. When do you like to play
your best horse? Your last chucker or your
Yeah, I was
first
going to
chucker?
say, when you've got a three and a fraction to 4, you're going to bring out your best horse now for the first half of this chucker.
That's when your Aston Martin DBS comes out.
That's it.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Play the Land Rover in the second chucker.
Yeah, I think most people always play their worst horse, usually for the first half of a chucker. Get it out of the way. And usually people are waking up, getting into the game. So it looks very much like it's going to be oh, we'll have to wait for the refs to tell us what they've decided.
Remembering a horse can only play 2 chuckers in any tournament, which makes sure that the horse's welfare is looked after. So any of those horses can only play either 4 half chuckers or 2 full chuckers, and that's part of the planning that one has to agree with. And as a team, you also have to have that discussion, because you don't want everybody bringing out their least favorite horse in the same chucker. So maybe that's what happened in the beginning with they
all played their worst horses.
Social House team. The 24/7 team. They brought out their sort of weaker horses in the fin. That's why they went quickly down 3 goals. So we'll see what the umpires are calling it. I think you're right. It might actually be a penalty hitting to the 24/7 team.
And of course, just to remind you who the 2 refs are out there. We've got Jules Cam and Rafan Zomo, both very highly rated polo players in their own right. And so it's very good that they've taken time to referee this tournament. So a big thank you to them. And also what's quite good is when you've got actual players refereeing, you tend to challenge them less than when you have a professional referee, because they might not quite understand the flavor of what's happening out there.
Yeah, we've had Footy, as you know, in the past, we've had a professional umpire coming out for the internationals. It's been quite useful for us. Rafan Zoma is in fact the KPA, the Kenya Polo Association senior umpire. He's part of the umpiring committee of Kenya Polo Association, interpreting the rules. If you ever have insomnia, there's a book called the Blue Book, and that's the one that sets out all the rules. It's a little bit like reading an Act of Parliament.
you have to have some serious insomnia problems to be able to get through it. Oh, and Jenny puts that ball into her pony's leg. Now she's going to go for the backhand. Has she hit it at anybody in particular? No, she hasn't. She's put a backhand onto it, but it didn't go to any of her players, so it picked up by Romy and Zomo.
That's Hiromi there, picks it up very nicely, and Magda trying to ride her off, rags it off nicely. Jenny Camp does a nice near side backhand, picked up there very nicely by Natalie. Natalie going forward. Now here we have Jenny's going to take it round. She's going to take it round. She tries to cut it. Doesn't manage the cut. Magda tries to cut it. This is Magda on the ball here. Now she checks up her horse nicely, taps it round. She can tap it round, keep tapping it round. Does she manage? Yes, nice little tap. Magda stays in touch with the ball, goes over the top of it. Near side backhand there by Hiromi. Puts it in front of her player there. And here we have Michelle Morgan going towards the goal, and she puts, is she going to get it through? Oh, just puts it wide. That's teamwork. It's like any other sport. When you put yourself in a nice spot, you call out to your teammate to pass to you. And that's exactly what happened there. Good teamwork, but unfortunately, if you put it wide, it's going to be a hit in there, taken there very quickly by Social House. Social House picks up very nicely. This is Magda now. It goes over the top of the ball. That's Michelle. No, that's not Michelle, sorry. That's Rita. That's Rita, lovely little ball there. Picked up there, a nice little hook there by Jenny Cam. Natalie going towards the ball. Taps it. Oh, that was a little bit of a naughty shot there, I think, by Michelle. Didn't have the rights on that, or Rita. I'm not quite sure who that was. But if you imagine, she did a near side backhand when really her play there was an offside backhand, but she crossed the line to play that ball. Let's see what the umpires are going to give. They're going to give a spot there because they're defending. It's going to be taken by Jenny Cam. She taps it up. This is Jenny. She checks up on a horse. Nice hit there. Comes off a pony, unfortunately. Picked up there by Magda. Notice the way Jenny's just backing her up behind her. Jenny's coming behind her. Magda plays it off the boards. That's Magda, but look at Jenny. Jenny's there. She's just following her up, waiting for them to drop the ball. And picked up there by Hiromi. Hiromi taps it. Magda's still on it. Magda's still on it, but then comes through Jenny. Nice little play there by Jenny. Goes over the top of it.
Still Jenny Cam in control of it. Jenny now taking it along the boards. Who's backing up? It's Magda. She needs to get right behind her. Early on, we saw a really good display of the players following each other. We got the other socialized player that's right out on the side, and that's probably a little bit too wide, and it's going to be Hiromi. Good play by her, takes it across her goal. Hiromi again, lovely little shot by her. She's headed off towards the boards. It's going to bounce off the board. It's going to be able to pick it up again. Look how cleverly she goes and picks it up behind her. And there's Naomi trying to take it away from her. Didn't manage to. Slightly tucked behind some of the sponsors' flags and what have you. Now Hiromi, she hits a lovely shot there. Michelle Morgan looks behind her. She knows she's got the time.
And here's Michelle taking her time, just tapping it, slightly hooks it a little bit, but it's still Hiromi's line. Hiromi's going to check up a horse, does a nice cut towards, goes straight to the ball there. Still her line, let's see what happens. And Hiromi goes towards it, but this is Michelle, and she's tapping it towards the goal, and he puts it wide. Oh my goodness me, that was unfortunate. That's the little hooter for changing horses. They will stop the ball there. It's going to be a hit in from there. After they've changed the horses, you'll see the players, if they want to, they have the option of... And so Hiromi just put it wide. You see the frustration on her face there. If she'd cut it a little bit more angle, it would have gone through the post. No one seems to be changing their horses. Hopefully they're aware of the fact that they can change their horses. But it looks like no one wants to change their horse apart from, I think that might be Rita at the back there changing her horse. Yeah, probably one of the international players. They're given such a wealth of horses. Remember, we've lent them 38 horses. And that's one of the joys of polo, is we reciprocate. And as mentioned, Kenya has a very good reputation for lending very good horses. Some of these horses have played the highest level polo in South Africa, and they're here being ridden by our guests. And that's feedback we always get, that we look after our guests very well in terms of horses. And we'll see what happens. But a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the Nairobi Polo Club. Great to have you here. And just to celebrate this wonderful sport, the pitch is looking amazing. A hit in there, taken by Magda. She taps it once. She taps it twice. Let's see who follows up. Jenny Cam's following up, who's playing number 4. Magda goes over the top of it. Lovely little shot. Slightly ball there, but Jenny follows up nicely. Nice little bit of backup play there. Do remember to look at where the other players are riding each other off. If you look at the 4s, they're often being marked by the number 1s. Picked up there very nicely there by Michelle, I think, or is that Natalie? Down the middle of the pitch here. Here comes Hiromi. Taps it round. She'll check up a horse. She looks where her player's up. There's no one in green up there for her. Who's going to go ahead there so she can hit the ball up? She's going to go for herself. Will she do an under the neck shot towards the goal and bounces off her horse's hoof, unfortunately, ridden off by Jenny. Magda comes in. She's going to try doing a near side backhand or turn. She turns the horse, beautifully turned by Magda. Turned very nicely. She's going to be hooked. And somebody's trying to hook her there. Oh, she's still ahead. Nice little horse. Bouncy ball, though. Picked up there by, this looks very much like... Sharon picked it up very nicely there.
Yeah, pity there. That should have been a full swing. Tries to hit the ball forward, and Hiromi getting taken off the ball by Jenny. Jenny turns very quickly. Now Jenny knows all she needs to do is try and own the ball, keep it away from the opposition. They can't score without it. Jenny now carrying it towards the goal. Is she going to put this through? That might take it out of reach. The game. Jenny Cam puts it through the goal. Lovely
Great play there by Jenny Cam. To be honest, Jenny Cam is playing better than her husband Jules Cam, if you ask me.
Always has.
Always has, and far prettier, by the way.
Yeah. Are we talking about polo now?
Yes,
Sorry.
I mean, Jules Cam, if you give me a choice between the Cams, I'll go with Mike Cam first, Jenny, and then right at the end I might take Jules Cam. And that's a might, exactly, Fred. So here we are. We'll see what they're going to do. They're going to swap ends, as ever. And just remember, when we say a grey horse in polo, that means a white horse. So Mzungus in polo terms are grey. Isn't that senior counsel?
Taken again by Jenny. Looks around her. Very important to look around and see where the other players are. 1 and a fraction now in the lead for the Social House team. But it's picked up by Hiromi. She's left it behind. Jenny's still in control of it. She'll try and put a backhand into it.
Picked up there by...
Magda takes it forward.
And that's Magda. Sorry. Nicely picked up there by Hiromi. Nice open field ahead of her. The pressure now is just to keep the ball under control, which she does beautifully.
She's right towards the goal. Hiromi and Zomo. Has she put it off too much to the left? Oh, she has. It hasn't gone over the back line yet. Michelle's going to try and put a backhand into it. Everybody's going over the top. The ball's still standing over there. And coming round. Picked up, then turning in front, but that seems like the umpire's saying that's absolutely right. The other player had slowed down already. Oh, it's Hiromi. She's going to take the backhand. The second bell goes. End of the chukker.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 goals to Social House, to 3 and a fraction, to 24-7. And so a wonderful game there, won by Social House. Great game. And a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for both sides. Really good game. They'll be thanking each other, celebrating. Great polo there. Thank you very much for that. And with a bit of luck, they might give us a little bit of a right pass. Let's see if Social House will do that. Something tells me these 2 gentlemen in front might be Nigerian supporters. I don't know what it is about them, but I sense it. Yeah. Lock up your daughters. There we go. I think they're going to do a ride round. And just to remind you, so that's Rita up the front there. Rita Alakija, who plays off -2, followed by Michelle Morgan, followed by Hiromi Nzomo, and Natalie Adaria, although they've just swapped places. Ladies and gentlemen, when they come round, please feel free to go up to the board and put your hand out and touch their magic hands if they put it out. but at least clap for them as they come by. And here we go. We have Rita, Natalie, Hiromi, and Michelle Morgan to pick up a coffee. Robbie, that means to clap in Kiswahili. There we go. Look at these lovely ladies. It's Rita, Natalie, Hiromi, and Michelle Morgan at the back there. Look at these beautiful horses, beautiful players. Wonderful fillies all round. Beautiful play, well played. And behind them comes the Social House team, led by Naomi, Sharon, Magda, and Jenny. What wonderful players, wonderful horses, and such a wonderful selection of fillies. We're talking about horses, Fred. Really lovely fillies. There might be a few horses there that aren't fillies, but in the main, mares make very, very good polo ponies. And we'll give you some music now to give you a little bit of break, but to welcome to all our guests here. Please make sure you make use of our various sponsors' tents. We've got the tent from East African Breweries over there. And we also have the far end, we have the Nairobi Polo Club tent, we have the Verbally Clothed Turkish Airlines, Investment Bank, 24/7. So a round of applause, please, for our sponsors. Thank you all very much indeed. Now, just to line you up, we've got another big match coming, our last match of the day. And so grab yourself a drink, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you very much. second and final match of the day here at the Nairobi Polo Grounds. And just to sort of give you an idea of what's going down, we have got Lagos B team playing Nairobi B team. And this is the final match of the day. B team from Lagos, who've got Abba Dantata, who's playing at 3, plays off 2 goals. We've got Masadik Tale, who's playing at number 4, playing off 0 goals. Bawali Jolaso, who's playing at number 1, playing off 0. And Munir Rabiui, who's playing 2 and a -1. That is a 1-goal team. For Kenya, we have Mwake Urunga, who's playing at 1. Jamie Excel, who's playing off 1, Simon Mushene is playing off 0, and Joe Kamau off -1. That's another 1 handicap team. Remember, the top teams in the world are playing off 10, and so anything over 0 is going to be very good and entertaining polo. It's going to be very hard, and apologies first of all to the Nigerian team. You've all got, one of the things we use as commentators is what color helmets you're wearing, but they're in disguise. These guys have gone incognito with dark helmets, just to confuse us. But you see they're chomping at the bit. The Kenyans are still having the gin and tonic. And the Nigerians there with a Nigerian flag, obviously, and the white flag of surrender. No, I'm joking. That's the Lagos club. And very excited to see how they play. Remember, we've lent them 38 horses. And the one problem I worry about lending Nigerian horses is they might just buy your horses at the end and leave with them.
Quite possible.
Yeah.
Put them on the PJ and take them home with
Take them direct. By the way, just let the Nigerians know, all those planes which fly over us are landing behind us for polo, huh? It's nothing to do with Wilson's Airport. We have planes and helicopters as well. Sindio, Robbie, which route did you come? You came, which Matatu? That one? Yeah, Matatu, okay, very good. Very good.
Boda Boda from the main road.
This is going to be a 4-chukka game. That means 4 quarters of 7 minutes each. The reason they seem longer is, of course, whenever there's a foul or the ball goes out, we stop the clock. So in the end, the game turns out to be about 45 minutes to an hour. Kenyan team, of course, in that delightful purple color. And we've got some of Kenya's best-looking fellows there.
So, Chris, that shade of purple is called maroon.
Sorry?
That shade of purple is called maroon.
Maroon. Wasn't there a band called Maroon 5?
So I'm trying to work out who.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sharon who is playing there. Sharon, could you just wave at us, your fans?
Yeah, we got your adoring fans there. Yeah.
Sharon. Oh. And for the record, she's Kenyan. Just to let you know, tumefika, which means in Kenya have a very good polo game. Good, and also, we're not doing the best dressed lady or gent here today, but to all the guys who've dressed up and ladies who've dressed up, you're looking beautiful today, and it's very good. For those of you who thought you're coming to Boma's for public participation, that's further down the road. Mr. Mara and everyone, please not today. Leonie, we're just going to rest today. And referees here, we've got Raf and Zoma here in the yellow cap. Raf, wave at everybody. Umpire, Raf is the chief umpire for the Kenya Polo Association. He sleeps with the blue book under his bed. He knows all the rules. And we've got Jules Cam at the back there. Jules, could you give everyone a wave? That's very good. We are really big on our inclusivity in Kenya. We have a few Mzungus. We try and encourage them to play polo. Well done, Jules.
And if we're going to get the players to come and just line up in front of us over here, Raf, we're going to do that. Brilliant. Okay.
Could we get the players up here, please? Lagos A, Lagos B, could you line up in front of the clubs, the clubhouse?
Nairobi B and Lagos B.
There we go. Looking forward to Lagos B and Nairobi B here. Now, whilst Raf is here, because he's got very good horses, let me talk you through what a good polo horse looks like. A good polo horse will turn on a dime, will accelerate from 0 to 60. You want conformation, you want a nice short back, you want short hocks. Hocks are like the ankles. You want a nice broad chest, you want a big bottom, and that's why these two teams are playing. And of course, you want a short mouth. A short mouth usually means it's a very controllable horse. And the one thing I look for in a horse is a friendly eye. You want to be able to look at the horse's eye and know it's not trying to kill you like Widowmaker 3 or Satan 3. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to line up, and it's going to be a very, very fun game.
They really confused us over here, at, Chris, in terms of the numberings, because you've got, it looks like, for the Nairobi team, Joe Kamau playing in the number 1. He's on the far right over there. We've got Jamie Excel in 4. It looks like...
at least with Musheni, he just looked for the tallest player.
Yeah, Simon Musheni is easy to spot who's tall, but he's also changed the color of his helmet to black.
So
yep, and then so that means that we've got a Makwe, who's actually the highest handicap player on the field over there, operating in the number 2 position, which is a really interesting way to line themselves up, because generally you'll have the highest handicap player. So as they come marching in over here, I'll take them off from the left-hand side. The Kenyan team, or let's say the Nairobi team. This competition is under Nairobi Polo Club, not Kenya Polo Association. And let's see, I have they lined up. And as they come walking in, we've got from right to left, next to the 2 umpires, in the number 1 position, playing off -1 handicap, is Joe Kamau.
Round of applause, ladies. Let's clap them in when they're announced.
And in the number 2 position, Amakwe Arunga, playing off 2 goals. In number 3 position is that's Simon Musheni, the tall man. And in the number 4, we've got Jamie Excel playing off 1 goal.
Great. And then we have the Lagos team here. We have Abba. Just put your hands up, guys, from Lagos, so we know who you are. Abba Dantanta. Then we have Masadik Tale. Then Bawali Jalaso and Munir Rabiui. Beautifully pronounced. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a good match. Raf is just checking there. And also, just so you know, for those people who are watching, the gentleman on the right there in jeans is our former Attorney General. Prof, could you give your hand up? He doesn't. He's reading legal details. Prof. Yeah, that's our former Attorney General in the jeans.
Laser focus.
Focused. And that's is that my brother there? Good God, it's my brother. Yes, the good-looking brown guy. It's genetic. He's got the cowboy hat on. And, yeah, money's already been exchanged. Raf just took an envelope. Great. And the good thing about Nigerians, they don't have M-Pesa, so we're a bit more fluid in terms of how we can negotiate. Boo Ngugi, wave your hand. Boo's one of the highest handicap players in Kenya. Look at that. He used to be a lot slimmer. Well done, Boo. Good man.
Right, so the players are coming right up to the boards over here to be able to make sure that Githu, the guy who's going to bowl the ball in for us, and I guess, thank you very much, and through it goes, gets picked up very nicely by the Nigerian number 1, well played by me, gets hooked and gets ridden off. Look at that, and coming through then is the follow-up player. This is going to be a little bit quicker than what you've just watched, and I think a little bit more physical footy as well. Taken then for the number 4 player, Mystic. He's playing at 0, and from what I hear from yesterday, these players are very well handicapped. Oh, backhand, try and attempt it, didn't come off. Picked up then by Mystic again, taking a lovely shot straight towards the goal. It goes, are the Nigerians going to get an early goal in? Backhand going to come in, backhand get into your horse's legs, still taken forward, another backhand, bam, beautiful shot, taken out of danger. Who's the first onto it? Oh, and he cuts across over there. Umpire's letting that one go. Backhand, not far. Picked up nicely by Makwe. Makwe, he plays with the orange bandages on his horse, so normally quite easy to spot it. And Makwe, off he goes, backhand coming in, it's a bouncy ball, difficult for him to get. Makwe again, leaves it behind, he gets hooked. The following player gets picked up, but it's Simon Musheni. He takes that ball forward, Simon goes over the top of it, leaves behind, now looking around first to see that there's nobody there, gets taken around left.
And he turns it beautifully there, hooked beautifully there by Mike Way there, and turns on the ball, still in control. And he taps it around. Nice little play there by Mike Way, still in control. He's tapping it around, look at that. And near side backhand beautifully, but comes off a horse there. The line there picked up by the number 2 from Nigeria there, that will be Munir. Great little play there. Tap forward there by the Kenya player. This is Mr. Excel. He's going towards the goal. Is he got a clear line? Keep it under control. Is he taking it through the goal? And oh, goes at the top of it there, but picked up there by Mike Way, and it's a goal! Oh. All right, Kenya. What a goal there. Teamwork. Great bit of play there. They took it from one side to the other, and that was a lovely goal there, scored by the Kenya side.
Masheni.
Masheni there. Not just a pretty face. Look at him. Very talented. They'll swap sides. And remember, players and umpires and refs, we will, when the first horn goes, we're going to stop to let them change horses.
Change ends again.
Picked up there. This is Excel here. What's he going to do? Oh.
Open a spreadsheet. No, he's not. He's going to pass that ball a lovely backhand. He does to Makwe Runga. Look at the push over there, look at the ride-off, and eventually he gives it up. He says, no, I'm losing that ride-off. Lets the backhand come in from the Nigerian. A lovely play over there. First of all, it's going to be Mystic that tries to get to the ball, but a backhand coming in from Jamie Excel from number 4 position as a backhand. And now, once again, Mystic is off. He goes over the top of it, picked up by the following player. Clever play then, sticking behind it, and off they go.
And he's got the line there. He'll just slow it down, but he goes for the under next shot towards the goal, but comes off his horse. And Mike Way turns beautifully, and this is a Mike Way. He's going to do the counter-attack there. And followed up there by Joe Kamau. Lovely bit of play there, comes off a player there, picked up by the Nigerians. Flowing very nicely and completely in control. Look at that, nice little taps there by the Nigerian number 1, picked up there by the Nigerian number 2. Great little play there. They slow it up, they check it up, you slow it down. Let everyone get into place. And I am confused.
Gone over the back line.
It's gone over the back line.
Good play over there from the
Hello,
Mawale.
Mrs. Stitchbury, what a treat. You know you're doing well when Mrs. Stitchbury comes up to the commentary box to give you a tip. Nothing but gold sovereigns. All right, it's going to be a hit in there. No? So they're swapping their horses here. And remember, we've said halfway through every chukker, the courtesy is to allow visiting internationals to change their horses. And with our 38 horses we've lent them, it means that probably on average they'll get 8 horses a game, and then they'll go back and play the hit in there. First chukker, you try and play your slightly weaker horse, and then you crescendo up. But sometimes you move it around. If you're suddenly down by several goals, you'll bring your Ferrari, your Aston Martin, from the 4th chukker, you'll bring it into the 2nd chukker and say, baby, I need you to work for me now. And that's what will happen. It's going to be a hit in there, which is like a bit like a goal kick in football terms, if some of you people know about that funny sport. But whilst we're waiting, Mike, let's just thank our sponsors: Tusker Malt, Tanqueray, Turkish Airlines, Verve Clicquot, 98.4 Capital FM, 24/7, Hustler Sasa, African Guarantee Fund, Diani Reef Hotel, Cup of Joe, The Social House, Prima Rosa, Mo, and Infinite Planners. Thank you so much, guys. This game would not happen without you. We're incredibly grateful to our sponsors. You make this sport happen. You've taken it from a slightly parochial farmers game 10 years ago into a really amazing international game. So can we have a round of applause for our sponsors, please? Guys, a little bit more enthusiasm. Round of applause for our sponsors. Very good indeed. Thank you so much. And now, Mike.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, also huge thanks to the Nairobi Polo Club Committee that have put this tournament together. You know, it's unusual for us to be playing polo in October. We've normally got weather that doesn't allow it. And I must say that they sort of took a bit of a chance after the international to still be trying to play polo in October. It's paid off because the weather seems to be holding out really well. Koitaba, your helicopter's here to fetch you.
Great, and also the pitch. Can we just have a big shout out to the groundsman? Wonderful. Hi, how are you doing? Chris. Great. So the pitch is looking good. Sit between us here. Come sit between us. There we go. Yeah, no. I tell you what, we'll do this. And just a shout out to the groundsman. The pitch is looking beautiful. It's green, it's flat, it's running smooth. The Nairobi Polo Club has just invested in some new irrigation equipment and put down some pumice and some sand. And trust me, this is now probably one of the best polo pitches in Eastern Central Africa. So well done to the groundsman and that committee. There's going to be a hit in. And just to encourage you, if you're looking at polo for the first time, don't just follow the ball. Look who's pushing people off the line, riding people off, who are marking each other. Picked up there beautifully there, lobbed in very nicely by Nairobi. Picked up there, this is Joe Kamau now coming down the line. He's claiming the line. What's happened there? He's ridden off there. Still on the ball.
Backhand coming in from, I think that was Mystique.
That was Masadi there. Very great bit of play there. Nice near side backhand there. Picked up here by a Nairobi player. Tails it. Tails means you run it past your horse's tail. Picked up there by, who's this? This looks like, oh, lovely shot.
Lovely shot in there.
That's Abba there, lovely shot going towards goal, still on the line, and oh, beautiful tail there by Excel, saves the goal there. Picked up, oh, but did he cross the line? The umpires are going to have a discussion, the referee's going to have a discussion there.
So penalty given away over there. Player in white came across the line. And so it's going to be all moved all the way up to the halfway line. And it really doesn't matter how far back it is. If you're in your own half and there's a foul, you get the advantage of moving it up all the way to the halfway line and the ball's put down. And let's see, it's Jamie Excel that takes it. Jamie, a little tap from him. He's got in the number 2 jersey, Amakwe Runga behind him. Jamie Excel, nobody's going to mark him. He'll just keep tapping it all the way to the goal end. He's decided to release it up. Has he managed to get it? No, it looks like it's left behind and gone into a pony's leg, but bounced off again. Now there's some shoving going on and it's Amakwe in control of it. Getting marked. Amakwe claiming the whistle's gone. Amakwe saying, hang on a second, I hit that ball forward and the player cut across in front of me. Initial impression over there, you've got some of those North goal players and -1 player over there from the Lagos B team playing very, very strong polo. As I was mentioning early on, handicaps are purely on observation. So those of us who've had the
Mike,
privilege...
what have they agreed here? What's happening?
It's a penalty and probably going to be a penalty 2, I would think, which is a 30-yard penalty. Yep, looks like it. That's where Jamie's putting the ball at the moment. My sense is it'll probably be a Makwe that'll take it, but we'll decide. It's a penalty pretty close to the goal inside the 30 yards, so it comes back to a 30-yard penalty. That's an undefended goal. All the defending players have got to be out of the goal, out of play, and they cannot come across to try and take the ball. And it's going to be Jamie Excel that's given the responsibility. No, it's not actually Jamie Excel. I see coming around, it's actually Joe Kamau. Now, Joe Kamau could hit that ball right over the top of the trees behind. Let's see what he manages to do, because straight is more important than anything else. Round he comes, settles his pony down. Nice little swing, takes it. Oh, it is headed off to the right-hand side. And so that's the thing, Chris. It looks like it's easy. It looks like it's only 30 yards, but it's never easy. It's a little bit like a penalty.
A lot of pressure. You feel the pressure. It's undefended. Everyone expects you to slot it through, but there's so many other things. How you take your swing. Does your horse land on its right foot as you play the short, or does it play on its left foot, and then something discombobulates you? So there we go. They're back in the play here, and they're back on the attack. Let's see what's happening here. Let's Mwale up front there. Nice little backhand there. Very nicely picked up there. The Kenyan team turn on a dime there. Fighting for it. See if they're going to pick it up. Let's see who's there. Oh, nearly came off his horse there. Picked it beautifully. Abba there with the ball now. Taps it forward. Nice bit of play there. Coming through.
Left behind.
And you know a good game when they're marking each other, they're pushing each other off the ball, heading towards goal. Nice little shot towards goal, and it's a goal! It's goal!
Abba, yeah, taken by Abba. Weaved it through. Abba.
And that was this guy here.
Abba.
And Abba there, who's playing with the number 3 shirt, the number 2 goal player, did incredibly well there, saw a gap and just slotted it through beautifully. That takes the score to 1-1 to Lagos B and Nairobi B. They're going to swap sides and everything to play for. They've already swapped horses for this chukka, and they'll be playing through to the end of this chukker there. Thrown in there by Jules Cam. Goes through the end there. Who turns and gets the line there? Picked up by Excel. Nice cut shot there. That's Excel there. He's been ridden off there by Abba. Abba, oh, nice little play there by Abba. Stops it there. O'Reilly picks it up there. Bo picks it up. Carries on through. Goes to the top of it. Munir picks it up. Munir goes through. Oh, goes at the top. Near side backhand there by Wakwe. Nice little play there. Nice little turn there, but did he turn too quickly?
Jamie Excel claiming the line.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have two very good players and they both turn. Who got the line? Let's see who got the line there. The umpires have decided, and they've said, actually, I'm afraid it was a Kenyan ball, and Bo turned a little bit too quickly on that line.
So Mystique that was trying to turn on it, I think he would have been fine there, Footy, if he had just played the near side shot. In other words, on the left-hand side of his horse, but he went across the line.
Yeah, Musadik just unfortunately there just turned a little bit too quickly. He should have let the player run through and turned in behind him, but instead he jumped in front of him, and that's considered unsafe play, and they've moved it up to a penalty, a 5.
Penalty
which is penalty 4, sorry, which is a 60-yard hit. It's defended. Now, what you tend to do, and it sounds brutal, you put your lowest handicap player right at the front on the spot. As you can see there, his job is to deflect the ball and not get killed. And then you have somebody guarding the inside of each post, and you'll see them there. You see the two players in white guarding the inside of the post, and their job is to try and stop the ball going through. Let's see. Mr. Excel goes for the shot. Lovely shot along the ground. Has it gone? Oh, just gone wide. Comes up a player, and it's out of play there. And that is how you do a 60 in polo. They're going to do a hit in from there. Again, have a look where everyone is going. They're going to have to play a clockwise game here, which is not ideal because you could be hooked. Nice little shot there by Musheni coming through here. No, sorry. Give them, oh, picked up off the boards there. Very nice play. Nigeria coming through, tapping it through there. Abba played it there, but lost the ball there. Nice little play there by Musheni. Nice turn there. Excel's got the goal behind him. Oh, he needs to regain the line. Right off the play. Now look at that. Right off, pushing each other off. Comes out best there. That was a lovely bit of riding off there. Picked up nicely. Who's in the line there behind them? And the umpires have blown the whistle. I think they blew the whistle before the end of time went, which means there might be a penalty there at the beginning of the next chukker.
Great ride-off over there from the number 3, Abba Dantate. Great ride-off. That's exactly what you want to see. And I think one of the things I'm picking up over here, Chris, is that these Nigerian players are very physical, very tough guys.
Yeah.
And if anybody thinks that they've come along with their powder puff, they're going to get hammered today.
That's true. That's very true. But what's interesting was, even for a big guy, he used his horse for the ride-off rather than his body.
That's it.
The temptation is for fat people like Robbie Koitaba to try and use their body.
That's right.
But what he did was he pushed his horse into it, and he gained the ride-off, which is how we're meant to do it.
Well, I mean, arguably, if your body's bigger than the horse, then you do tend to try to use your body.
That's true, Mike. That's very true. Very good indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the first chukker. Scores on the doors are 1-1. Great to welcome more people here. And do enjoy our various hospitality tents. Do look at our various cars there. There's a couple of Mercedes and Range Rovers. I think there's an Aston Martin joining the stables tomorrow.
And do not forget that tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Chris, we kick off with the Nairobi ladies versus the Lagos ladies, okay, which is going to be a cracker of a game. And then we've got, after that, we've got Nairobi A versus Lagos B. And to give some sort of idea, those are 5 and 7 goal teams versus these 1 goal teams. So significantly, going to be a different level of game tomorrow. I mean, it's really not to be missed.
Very good. Ladies, can we just have a little wave for the ladies at the front there? Come on, please. That's why we come. No, okay. Hey, these guys have seen my ID. They think I'm old. Hey. Anyway, well done. Beautiful dresses, beautiful outfits. We celebrate that here. And very nice indeed. And I think we need to point out, Mike, now the Nigerians have come, I've never seen so many ladies come to watch polo. I think it must be the polo, don't you think?
It must be the polo, yeah. It had nothing to do with the private jets that had landed at Jomo Kenyatta.
Nothing. The ladies aren't fickle like that. All right, just to remind you of the Kenyan team. Nairobi B, Omwakwe, who's come through. We've got Jamie XL, Simon Mshene, and Joe Kamau. Everything to play for, one on the door. Just to talk you through, at the front there we've got Simon Mshene, and then we've got
Joe Kamau.
the grey. The grey is Jamie XL, Joe Kamau, and then bringing up the rear we've got Mwakwe there. So that's the Kenyan team. The Nigerian team, here we have Bawali Jalasho, Musadik Talali coming in behind him, and we're waiting for the third player there. It's Munir coming out there. He's playing off a -1, and then we're just going to wait for Abba Dantata, who's going to come shortly. Remember, these are 2 one-goal teams, and giving us a lot of entertainment at the moment. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, buddy.
And we say a very big happy birthday to Fiona walking out front there. Give us a little wave, Fiona, acknowledgement of your birthday. What do you reckon, Chris, about 18, 21, somewhere?
My sort of age, in terms of, I'm 34. Show your face, who's your father?
Radio, so the players out there, 4 they are. Now, if you've noticed that everybody is playing with their right hand, and that's one of the rules of polo. It changed somewhere in the 1960s, I think it was. We used to be able to play with either hand, depending on which was your best. But they changed that for safety reasons, and now everybody has to play with the right hand.
Great hit in there by Lagos B. Lovely little shot towards the boards, going anti-clockwise. Everything in their favor, and look at that. He's got the steal on them. He's going ahead, and he's keeping, goes over the top. Slightly awkward bounce there.
Left it behind. Backhand coming in from Jamie XL, but who's going to pick it up first? It's going to be a Makwe Runga. Makwe Runga looks around, sees that he can actually take it off over here, bringing us towards the clubhouse, taking it out of danger, gets the big ride off, manages to bump in, but it's Jamie XL that picks it up then, and Jamie XL looking for the big shot to take it away. That is a lovely shot by him, and off they go down towards the goal, but it's going to be the Nigerian that's going to try and defend it.
He's checked up his horse there. He's checked up the horse. He's waiting for the offside backhand, which happened. Not much of an angle, so he's still got the line. It's claimed there by Mshene, who's coming through. Stolen by a Nigerian player, who lovely cut towards the boards, but it's still his line. He's going to let it play off the boards. He doesn't. He turns it. He turns it around. He's tapping it down the line. Give him a little round. Beautiful bit of play there. Picked up. Lovely play there by Bo. Picks it up nicely. Bo still got the line. Lovely shot there by Bo. Puts it in front of Munir. Munir's got the line now. Munir's going towards goal. What does he do?
Munir takes it, goes over the top of it. Jamie XL, he tries to pick it up. He also looks like he managed to lean out far enough and pick it up. Still in control of it. Takes it off towards the far side. Now you can see that there's 2 Nigerians defending, so he won't want to take it too far. A big hit from Makwe, but has he hit it too far because they're defending out, so he wants to try and get on top of it.
Horse is coming through like a Ferrari. Didn't quite have the legs there. Picked up there by Mshene, coming through. He taps it.
Joe.
He's tapping it towards goal. Huh? The Joe went over the top of it there. Ball back there very nicely. Everyone claiming the line there. Still on the line there. And he's going towards goal, tapping it towards there. Is he going to be ridden off? It's a bit of a mess. It's gone
through the goal.
Oh my goodness me, that is an example of perseverance. Nicely tapping it through, just slowed up his horse. More inexperienced players would have gone for the big hit and missed it. He just tapped it through gently, massaged it through the goal, and what a goal there for Kenya. 2-1, everything to play for. They swapped sides, and let's see how they play out of this.
And Chris, whilst we're waiting for them to line over there, one of the things to remember is that polo is a game you can start playing as an adult. In fact, most people do. So the ball goes in, picked up then by Makwe. Makwe taking it around. Makwe looks up and and he picks it up out of the sky. What a brilliant take from Makwe Runga. That's why he's 2 goals. Carries it, it's getting hooked. Still in control of it. Makwe Runga, but it's gone off towards the goal. Now it's taken forward by the #1 Kenyan player. That's Joe Kamau. Carries it forward still. Gets bumped out of the way. Nigerian takes it. Has the whistle gone? No, it hasn't. He's waiting for someone to hit it up to. He sees one of his players that he can knock it up to. The 2 of them make sure that they don't get in each other's way. A hook coming in from Jamie XL. Now Jamie tries to carry it on. Doesn't manage to. Backhand from Makwe. Who's it going to first? They can both come down that line. There's no problem with that. And a beautiful shot over there. Look at that grove.
Lovely shot there. Picked up there beautifully, puts it in front of his fellow player there, who goes for the other next shot, goes over the top of it, but he's behind him, checks up beautifully, taps it round. Still in control of the ball. Unfortunately goes to the top there. Kenyan player turns around. And that is Joe there. Goes to the top of it, but they'll still play through until the end of this point. Turned up there very nicely there. We've got Musadik there. Goes for the shot towards goal. Stop there, place there in front of Musheni. And that's Musheni there going towards the ball. Musheni tapping the ball. Still on the ball. Great bit of play. Musheni going towards the ball. And he's got the legs and he hit it again. Great play there. Checks up his horse. Checks up his horse. He says, let's slow down. Let's slow down. And they've both gone wide. Great bit of play there.
Lovely little backhand over there, taking it around by the number player, the Bawale, he wanted to take it out of the way. The player needs to get out of the way, needs to make sure that he doesn't infringe his ability to be able to pass. He tries to hit the big one up, he does. Hasn't gone too far. It looks like it's going to be, it's still the one of the Nigerians in control of it, and he's now managed to push it forward again. And backhand coming from Amakwe Runga, who's going to pick it up. Picked a little bit too far, didn't go to anyone in particular, and then picked up by the Nigerian and taken forward again. A big shot by him. Look at that beautiful shot.
What a shot. He's going to go over the line. Was it still in play? Let's see. Oh, just a little bit too eager. Went out of play. Bit more angle. It would have gone through the goal. It had the legs. Great bit of play there. And that's the great thing about polo at this level. It goes from one side to the other side very heartily. Great play. It's going to be a hit in there to the Kenyan side there. Nigeria unfortunate not to score a goal there. And the hit-in is going to be taken by probably the Kenya top player there, which is either going to be Jamie or Mwakwe. Very easy to differentiate. One's black and one's white. That's how we roll in Kenya. All right, let's see how it goes. Gashao, I want to welcome you. Put your hand up, Gashao. Wave. This is one of our Kenyan billionaire single guys. There we are. So there we go. Sawa Tupiga Makofi. Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Thank you, Lagos Direct. So they're swapping their horses around, and they're going to...
Yeah, halfway through the second chukka. Well, not quite half, because, you know, the umpires had to wait until there was a break in play to be able to let them go change their horses, and so it's probably not more than a couple of minutes or 2 minutes.
It's got you very excited as a polo player, that you think that's a horse I'd sell my children for?
I think there are quite a few of them out there, and I have to say that they're really operating. And I must remind everybody that these visiting players from Lagos Polo Club are playing on these horses for the first time this weekend. They played a little bit yesterday. They had a mix-in game, which I thought was a fantastic idea, playing 2 chukka matches, Chris, and so that way that they could come out with a winner of that particular trophy, which was a really, really super idea, and it gives everybody an opportunity on the Friday to get a bit of a feel for their horses and be able to rate them. And then on today, you could see that they're really operating. I must say, my hats off to these 4 Nigerian guys. I mean, they are playing like they're playing on their own horses.
And which is a reflection on the quality of the horses they've given. You know, I think they just let you know the way it works is, when we have internationals here, anyone playing, they say, if you're playing, could you put forward your best horses? We put them in a pool. The internationals come, they ride those horses, they try them, and they can pick any horse they want. And so they will often take your favorite horse. If they're really smart, they say, this one I like. And that's how it works globally. Although a few countries sometimes give you less than their ideal horses. Yeah. But we don't do that in Kenya.
Not at all. And or they tell you that that favorite horse is not available the next day once you've decided that that's the one you want to play.
Exactly. Now, coming out here at the front there, we have Joe. That's Joe Kamau at the front there. At the back there, we have, in the dark helmet, we have Mwakwe. And then we have Jamie Excel, who's a member of Microsoft. And you got that joke, Mike?
The Microsoft family, yeah.
Joe Excel, yeah. And then here, bringing up the rear, we have...
Joe, that's Joe.
That's Joe. We have Joe there, yep. Now, the Nigerian side here. Look at them. They're looking very solid in their seats. Very accomplished riders.
Looking through their CVs, Chris, most of them have started playing with polo when they were very, very young, and you can kind of see that in the way that they play as well. You know, that they've really got good positioning on a horse. So, having said that, you know, polo is a game that you can start playing quite late in life. So, if any of you that are here today that think that this might be something that you're interested in, then please go ahead. We've got over there from right to left in the number 4 jersey over there with his backdrop is Mystique. Okay, the number 1 player over there, Bawali, and going through then now far right is the number 3 is Abba. He's the 2-goaler. He's the highest handicap playmaker of the team. And then last but not least, we've got Munir in the number 2 jersey.
Brilliant. So they're going to do a hit in from there. Now, ideally, they'll hit it to the far side because you want to go anti-clockwise. It makes it very hard to hook the ball. And they tap it around out there. You'll get somebody behind you. Nice little hit there by Mr. Excel. Puts it out towards the boards. Has it bounced over? I think it bounced over the boards there. So they're going to, in the old days, they'd have a throw in, a bit like rugby. But nowadays, what happens is they put it five yards in and the opposing side get a free shot. Lineouts used to be fun, but they used to slow down the game a lot and sometimes got a little bit raucous. They've hit the ball in, coming down the line there. Everyone claiming the line there. Picked up, nice little tap, goes to the top, picked up by his oh, everyone goes a turn. Look at that turn there. Lovely little turn there by Simon Shinny. No. Great little play, nice backhand there. Makwe did very well there. This is Makwe coming here, nice cut shot. Let's give him a round as he comes in. Kenyan player, let's play him. Let's clap him in. He plays it off the boards. Doesn't quite get the boards. It's a Makwe Arunga. Makwe taps it. Now look at this. What a lovely near side shot there from Mystique. What a great play there. Picked up nicely. Probably the hardest shot to play in polo.
Joe Kamal trying to pick it up, but it's actually the number 1. Bawali that takes it forward. He looks behind him over there. Jamie Excel says, I've got that line. The umpire's having nothing of it, but Jamie Excel now is in control. Jamie right in front of us. Look at these players going. It's going to be the number 1 player. That's going to be Joe. That's going to first try and go up for the pass. Gets nicked away then. Beautifully played over there by Munir. He comes and takes that ball away from the 2 Kenyans that were busy looking at each other, working out who's going to take the shot. Neither of them did, and it's then taken by Makwe. Now Jamie Excel, very solid player. Backhand coming in, and Simon Masheni hits the ball up. Who's it going to go to? Backhand, slightly bouncy one. Doesn't quite get the clean stroke they want to. And now backhand. Who's going to run into it first? It's going to, in fact, be one of the Nigerian players. Lovely stroke by him. Now he's looking for his teammate to come through and take it. Oh, it gets cut off slightly by his own teammates and taken around by Jamie Excel. Jamie Excel playing in the number 4 position. The big difference between playing this level of polo at number 4 and playing in the higher goal at Jamie Excel goes towards the goal. It looks like he's hit it too far. Hasn't gone over the back line. First bell goes. Umpires raise their hands to tell us that they've seen it or heard it. Now Jamie Excel. Jamie again. Jamie right in front of goal. And he hasn't got it. But following up. Still being hooked. Still being harassed. Big pushing going on. And Jamie, now he pushes him off towards the backline. It's a lovely near side backhand by Jamie Excel. And that's a goal. Second bell goes, will be the end of the chukker. And they'll come back to the center to start the 3rd chukker. And they'll have a 5-minute break. And our sound guys, if you've got any music, it'll be great to hear some music. What do you reckon, Chris?
I think music and giving them a break from our voices would be very welcome. Great. So if we can play some music. For those of you watching live, that player there is now Excel, Jamie Excel, who just scored the goal very beautifully. You saw him do the big shot, missed the goal, but then came riding in, tapped it through, and lovely bit of play there by him. His horsemanship is great. And just watch him, the way he controls his horses and gets them to turn on the dying, gets them to check up, plays their shot when it's on the front right foot, and that's the goal you're looking at there. Look at this goal here now. You see the goal coming in, and he just taps it through, splits the posts. Great bit of play there by Jamie.
Right, so the players are coming out over there, leading from the front, the number 4 player, Jamie Excel. Then with the maroon numbers, Joe Kamal. The black helmet on the further side away is Simon Masheni and Makwe Runga. Makwe Runga, one of those youngsters that started playing polo very early on thanks to the support of his father, Philip Arunga. Philip, one of the chairman of Polo, Nairobi Polo Club, did an amazing amount of work for Nairobi Polo in building, for example, this clubhouse for us. A legacy of his that is really, really deeply appreciated. And Makwe has risen up the ranks. He's now got himself to a 2-goal player. And let me tell you, for an amateur, 2 goals is a great and a very, very respectable handicap. Chris, we've got the Lagos B team coming over there that is not playing like a B team. You ask me, they are playing extremely well.
You know, I'd be tempted to say they're ringers. You know, when guys turn up saying their handicaps are this low and they're playing at this level, in Kenya we say money has been poured. But anyway, they do incredibly well. Very good game indeed. Just to remind you, we've got Abba Datato playing off 2 and playing at number 3. We've got Musadik Tale playing off 4-0. We've got Bo Jalaso, who is playing off 0 and playing at number 1. And Manir Rabui, who is playing off -1 and is playing at number 2. Kenya side, we have Mwakwe Marunga 1, Jamie Excel at 1, Simon Shen at 0, and Joe Kabat -1. And they're off. Everything to play for. Come back into play here. Nice inside backhand here. Plays it back into play. Ball not being moved, picked up by Jamie Excel. He taps it round. He's still on the ball. He has to keep moving. If he stops moving, the penalty will go. Keep playing there.
Taken forward by Simon. Nice little play by him. Simon now looking, can he get that ball up to Joe? Is he going to be able to get it up? And Joe pushing it forward.
All right, the umpires have blown. It's going to be a hit into the Nigerians. Taps it up forward. He'll try and hit it towards the boards on the other side. Wait for his players to get up there. He'll go for the big hit. Look at that lovely stroke. Puts it right in front of his player, who picks it up beautifully, heading towards the goal. Goes at the top and picked up by another Nigerian. And oh my gosh, still in play there, Mike.
Yep, Jamie Excel coming.
And they turn on the ball there. Picked up. He's still going the right direction. The umpires, it's a tough call there. Did he stop on the ball or did he not? There's a lot of hand pointing. Look at that. Look at that. When players start pointing their sticks, this is where the refs and the umpires cut in. Let's see what's happened. They've blown a foul against Kenya.
There was a little bit of a defensive bloop over there from the Kenyans, because you had the hitting over there from that penalty being taken, Chris, and you saw 2 Kenyans going towards the Nigerian, and that's that immediately created space up front with a 3-on-2 for Lagos to Polo Club.
Would that be an intimidation play, do you think, or do you think it'd be intimidation?
No, I just think that they were a little bit confused as to who was going to go mark the man. Shot taken. Oh, and it's gone wide.
Puts it wide. He won't be happy with that.
No, they weren't. That was the opportunity to start drawing a little bit closer, and we get into the 3rd chucker. You really wanted to get it close for the 4th chucker to give yourself a bit of a chance. It's 3 goals it is to Nairobi, 1 goal to Lagos. And the ball's going to be hidden from the back line. It's taken by Makwe Rungwe. He's the one that takes it, taps it again. He's somebody coming to him. Eventually, one of the Nigerians comes to him. Still, Makwe with a lovely shot and a lovely cutting shot. Remember, you can't hit the ball into your horse, so you've got to change the angle of the mallet in order to get any kind of angle. Nice little backhand taken over there from
beautifully picked up there by Mwakwe. Great little play there. Nice near side forehand, still on the ball. Look at Mwakwe, goes towards the goal. And is that going to go through? Oh my gosh, let's see what happens. Checks up, oh, just goes wide. And Mwakwe there to the near side forehand, one of the hardest shots to do in polo. Picked it up on the forehand and then cut it towards goal. Unfortunately, just wide, but spectacular bit of play there. That was a Mwakwe Runga there, playing better than his father. And that's saying something. And hit in there nicely by the Nigerian team, pushing it wide there. Look at the speed there, playing it off the boards. And still in play. And you'll hear the, nicely turned there. Jamie Excel now. It's his line. Taps it now. with a bit of, look at the ride off. He'll ride off and then play on the near side with a bit of luck. No, under next shot. And, oh, doesn't quite get it there. Picked up very nicely. Nice cut shot there by Nigeria. And look at this. That's some work with a near side backhand. Nice bit of play. That's Joe Kamau there. Great shot there by Joe Kamau. Picked up there. Nice. Look at this. He'll slow it down. He'll slow it down. Tap it along. Oh, goes to the top. Picked up by his teammate. This is why you form a line in polo, so that if you miss it, the guys behind you pick it up. This is great. This is number 3, 4. This is Abba coming through. Abba just playing his time, waiting for his players going up and going for the big hit. And boom! Where? Oh, look, that's gone all the way to Lagos, that ball.
Straight towards the goal, but it's going to be Joe Kamau that's going to put a backhand into it. Didn't get much of a backhand in it, taken over. Oh! Okay, there's a classic.
Went there. Whistle went. Wonder what for.
Yep, riding down the line was Amakwe Runga. And, you know, the Lagos player tried to take the ball towards the goals. But, of course, the umpires are saying, well, you turned your horse before you turned the ball. And from up here, that's exactly what it looked like. You've got to turn the ball first, change the direction of the ball. That creates a new right of way, and then you can go riding. So halfway through this third chukker, Chris, and what a thrilling chukker it is. And the players absolutely flat out at each other.
I think so your two umpires out there, the yellow helmet, Rafin Zomo, senior umpire of Nairobi and Kenya Polo, been a senior umpire for many, many years. He really knows the rule book absolutely back to front. If, arguably, and I would say undisputably, the most knowledgeable player when it comes to the rules of polo. It's a really, really thick book that needs to understand. Write a test every year. They do get tweaked every year and changed. And the other, Jules Cam, very experienced player, played most of his polo down in Tanzania, in Arusha, and has now recently moved up to Nairobi.
I think, Mike, it's in fairness, you have to point out that Jules Cam had good horses and then he inherited his father's horses. So he went from good to excellent horses.
Absolutely. But got the genes, and I tell you, Footy, if you haven't been around here for a little while, you would have seen the two Cam children, the grandchildren of Mike and Adita Cam, and young little Archie Cam, and the quality of polo that he's playing. I mean,
the mother is Jen, and the father we're still. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll talk later.
Well,
details.
Looks nothing like.
Very good indeed. So, guys, everything to play for. Third chukker, 3-1. Kenya winning. Lagos really need to pull their finger out. They're doing incredibly well. A few unlucky misses earlier on, but I would say very equally matched teams, Mike.
And it's very close, and it's, you know, if you look at those Lagos players, I mean, it's just going to take a quick flick, and then they're going to be in with a goal, and you know, it takes another 30 seconds to score another goal from the hitting. So there's nothing in it. 2 goals in it going into the second half of this third chukker is really, really nothing to play for. It's going to be a hit in, or a hit from the spot where that penalty took place. It's going to be probably Jamie Excel that'll take it. We'll see. And you know, the important thing is for your number 1 player, your number 2 player to go up for the pass, try and put the ball into spaces, or try and ride into spaces. Try not to put yourself in a place where you've got some of the defending players that can actually hook you or ride you off before you even get to the ball. So one of those sports where you can actually defend a player, a little bit like American football. You can defend a player and you can ride them off when they don't even have the ball. So
I think we have to point out a lot less protection than American football. This is a man's sport.
Yeah, I mean, they don't. For starters, we don't stop every 30 seconds.
That's true. That's true. And I think there's something to remember when it comes in to take the penalty here, guys. You bring your horse round, and your point is to get your horse beautifully collected. So when it's front right, they're playing it anyway. Mike, over to you.
Sorry. And it's going to be a Makwe Runga, but he just takes a little bit of a short tap and then he leaves it for Jamie. Now, Jamie's going to be looking for someone to pass it on to.
Look at that ball player coming in. He's got to be careful that he comes in shoulder to shoulder, not too much of a sharp angle. It's a Makwerunga. The ball's on the boards. Very difficult to play sometimes when it's there. It's now Simon Mosheni trying to get to it, but it's not. It's carried around very nicely by Mystique. Mystique now looking
nice
to
play by
them.
Musadik, by the way. Musadik whacks it up there, turned on the coin, beautifully puts it in front of Munir, who picks it up nicely. Munir still at the front there. Munir going towards goal, and it's good bounce, but they blow. I don't know what happened there, Mike. What happened?
I think my money's on one of the Nigerians was coming down that line. Jamie Excel jumped in over there in his overexcitement to defend the ball, and yeah, I think it was either Abba or Musadik that were coming down that line, and they were ready to pick up that ball and go towards the goal. So it's going to be a penalty 2, a 30-yard penalty, undefended. All the players in maroon from Nairobi are going to move off to the right-hand side. And I think footy, you know, if you recall back in our days of our youth,
back in 52.
Back in 52, I think it was, yeah, just after the war.
Yeah, lost
the
a lot
only,
of good
the only
men
time
there,
that you actually take your horses with you to through
it's
it
a
goals.
goal!
Beautiful goal.
Beautiful goal there.
Yep. The only time we used to take our horses on tour was when we used to play in Uganda. And
that's right. We'll talk about that. That's a lot of fun back in there. But guys, can we have a round of applause for the Lagos
good one for the
B?
Lagos B team. They're definitely back in the game.
What great play there. Cool, calm, collected. Abba just stroked it through. You can see it's not his first rodeo. That's Rafan Zoma's going to throw it in. Throws it in, and the ball comes off a pony. Who's going to pick it up there? Look at this, and Mwakwe, look at him, just taps it round. Look at that. Look at that. That's way too much time playing polo. And he cuts it, and up in the air. Doesn't quite get the legs he wanted.
Backhand coming in. Lovely little backhand there coming in from Abba. Right against the boards. Can't quite see. I think it might have actually bounced over the board, so the umpires will drop the ball down. They give 5 yards in. They count to 8. Sorry, 8 yards in, count to 5, and then the player has to hit it. It's Jamie Excel. He hits it. Oh, he hasn't got the clean shot that he would have liked on that one. Players coming into it. First of all, they're going to take out the man, which is the right thing to do, and then they're going to go for the ball and take it across there. And it's lovely play and a backhand coming in from Joe Kamau. He goes over the top of it, and it's once again it's the Makwe on top of it. Makwe now looking to see who he can pop it up to. Is he going to be able to get pushed to goal? And a whistle goes. The Makwerunga saying, hang on a second, I had the line over there. And one of the Nigerian players cutting across that line. So there's a little bit of a chat going on over there. Interpretation of the rules. Umpires' whistles go. They're going to have a bit of a conflab. But remember, if the umpires can't agree, they have the opportunity to come up to the third man, the referee of the game. And let's see what they've decided over here. Sometimes, you know, if a player is static and somebody comes in front of them, then the umpires will say, well, you weren't moving forward anyway, Chris, so, you know, why should you be given the right of way? And let's see what that looks like. The umpires are coming over here to the third man, to the referee.
Fred, are you here? Fred Campbell, they're coming to ask you. So if basically the umpires aren't happy, they come to the referee and the referee decides. Usually if you send him your M-Pesa number, he might find in your favor. So they'll be discussing with him down there, presumably.
Yeah, and as I say, Chris, my sense of it is, you know, if you've got a player that says that on the right, they're on the line of the ball, but they're not being blocked or they're not actually moving forward, you can't just be pointing your horse. You actually have to be riding down that line.
Now, Mike, explain to everyone, why is it important that the line is important?
Well, it's all about safety. You know, you don't want players busy cutting in front of other players. It causes horses to trip, to fall, danger to the horse. Yeah. Extreme danger to the player. I don't think there's anyone out there that has not had a few tumbles, probably broken a few bones in their time. I think it's unavoidable when you play the sport to have broken a few bones, dislocated a shoulder, dislocated a hand, or something like that. So it's quite the physical sport. Makwerunga, it's going to... Walking up to Makwe, strokes it, oh, and through the goal it goes. Nice, lovely shot.
Nice play by Makwe, just cool as a cucumber. Look at that, just stroked it through. Nice little play by Makwe. Takes Kenya up to, I think, 4-2. We'll see what the...
Yep, 4-2 it is.
4-2. They'll swap sides. And they also will change horses in the next probably 30 seconds or so, I suspect.
Yeah, so remember, we've still got a whole chukker. Chukkers are 7 minutes of play, and then a discretionary 30 seconds. Whistle's gone, and I'm not sure what that's for. Oh, they're waiting for one of the players to come back on the field again.
And you'll notice that Musaddiq sits back. The number 4 player, although he's not playing number 4 today, well, he's playing number 4. He sits back in case the ball pops out so he can pick it up.
Yep. Yeah, Musaddiq is playing in number 4 position. He holds back in case that ball pops out of the line out, and he can actually get to it. All taken by Jamie Excel. Clever play by him. Jamie now is going to unleash the big one. There's nobody back there, and off they go.
And this is Jamie going towards the line. He's got a balance. He's going to tap it. He's hooked there. He's still going towards the ball, and it's... Oh, what a goal for Kenya by Jamie Excel. He just played it cool. And what a goal from Kenya. Jamie Excel playing up to his name, got the formula, played it like a spreadsheet, and that's what Microsoft does. They're not one of our sponsors, actually, but his name is Excel. There we are, they'll swap sides.
Back they come to the center again, and that's going to be the ball gets bowled and gets picked up there very nicely by Joe Kamau. He doesn't manage to get it. The bell goes. We've got 30 seconds of play left. You can actually score a goal in that time. Picked up and taken forward. Nicely taken around by Joe Kamau. He leaves it behind. Players go over the top of it. Nigerian player claiming the line, and rightly so. The number 2 of Munir. Dar tries to take along the boards. He gets called off it. He gets told by his senior player in the number 3, the Abba. He puts the ball up, and let's see who's going to get to it first. It's going to be about second
nice
bell
little
goes.
shot there. Second bell go. End of the 3rd chukker. And the 2nd bell goes. That's the end of the 3rd chukker. What a great chukker that was. 3rd chukker. Just to let you know, this is number 4. This is Musaddiq Tale in front, who's playing off 0, playing a sterling game. Created that last play. Cracking play by Musaddiq. Here, closest to us is a Kenyan player. That's Simon Musheni. Look at that, nice and upright. I want him in the cavalry. And behind him is the Nigerian player who's playing number 3, and that is Abba Dentante, who's played an incredible game so far. Nearest to us at the moment is the Kenyan number 1, who is Joe Kamau, who's playing up to his handicap, if not better. Incredible polo. Tomorrow, halfway through the chukkers, we'll get you out there to stamp down the pitch. All the divots, you can see the divots coming up now because of the rain. We'll get everybody out there. Great chance to go and meet your future wife, husband, but also more importantly to level the playing field. And they're going to play where they started off. And you see Raf is there, and there's going to be a spot where the game ended there. And lady, can we have a round of applause for these 2 ladies here? Fluorescent pink, I love it. Polka dot brown. If I was a lady, I'd be wearing both those outfits. Delightful. And nonchalant, look at that. They're like, we're not going to be disturbed. We still need to talk about what happened last night. Why did you do that? Yeah, she's not budging. There we go, let's have some music. So here we are, everyone back on the pitch, everyone has swapped their horses. Nigeria now will be on their Ferraris. Lagos, which is in Nigeria, will be on their Ferraris. There we are. I've been told for political reasons and to keep KPA happy, we can't mention countries, we can only mention towns. But Lagos is in Nigeria, Sharon, is that right? All right, just want to welcome some of our special guests here. Lopo, put your hand up. We've got the head of M-Pesa here. He said today he's going to give you all free 200 shillings credit. Sir Henry, dashing fellow. We've brought the best looking Kenyans out here to match the Nigerians. Very good, that's what we like to see. Very good indeed. So what's happening here, Mike?
So we're going to have a bowl-in. I think it's just going to be a throw-in towards the boards from...
but quite dangerous for Kenya, because all it takes is somebody to hit that ball and throw in, and it's through the posts.
Yeah, it is, but they're still going to win that ball. And remember, Nairobi is 5 goals up to 2. So I'd say the boys from Lagos, brilliantly as they are playing,
a lot of work to do.
Got a lot of work to do in this 4th and final choco.
I'm still not sure why they played the formation they're playing, Mike. I would have kept their top player at number 4 to create the plays from the back. They put him at number 3. You can see why they did that. And also, I'm not sure why they put maybe the weakest player playing at number 2. But they've obviously got the strategy. They've probably played together in Lagos, worked out how they play together well. So it's going to be a throw-in, a bit like a... Yeah, it's a throw-in.
That's true, but if you look at it, Adolfo Cambiaso, who was the world's best player in his time, he's still very, very good. He used to play at number 3.
Did he?
Always played at number 3. Never played really at number. Very seldom played at number 4 position. So you get give yourself a bit of a playmaker. But what you really do need is you need a number 4 then who is really good at closing the back door.
Yeah.
And that's where there's been a little bit of a gap over here for people like Jamie Excel to be able to jump on a quick ball. And Amakwe Runga and those 2 boys have been on fire.
Musa probably needs to stay back a bit further.
I would
suggest. But I guess
so.
now they're attacking, they just throw everything at it.
I would think, but the thing is that you throw everything at it. The moment you do that, you leave the back door open. And so a little bit like sevens. If you don't have a sweeper, then you've got a problem when the team comes through and they chip a ball through.
Very good, and that's Jules Cam there, throwing the ball up in the air, just showing that he has good coordination. And they're going to throw their ball in. Remember, they throw it to the boards nearest. Here comes Jamie Excel for Kenya coming in from the rear. For Nairobi B, which happens to be in Kenya. And he's their number 4 player, already scored 2 goals and doing very well indeed. It's really important at this stage, Mike, that the number 4 closes down the back door here and stops it going through the post.
And you can see where Jamie's positioned himself in case that ball popped out. He did actually put himself in the defensive position, taken it over by the number 4 player.
That's Musadik coming through. Musadik turning around with the ball. Has he still got control? Musadik, no, he's picked up there by Bo. Bo picks it up, going towards the goal, and is he? Oh, he got stopped there very nicely. And here we go here. Mwakwe, lovely little hit by Mwakwe. Look at the guy ride him off. He rides him off. Beautiful bit of play there. But realized that he wasn't going to win against the number 3 there. Nice tail shot there. Picked up there by Musadik. Musadik still on the ball. Unfortunately goes to the back of the horse there. That's Joe Kamau. Joe Kamau still on the ball. Turns around, gives it to... Come on, Joe, he's playing it. Nice little play there. And here we have Simon Masheni coming through, and oh! The Kenya crowd didn't like that, but he was ridden off well. Ball popped out. No, is it popped out? Where is it?
Yep, no, yes. It's been dropped there by Jules Cam, and now it's being taken forward.
The Lagos team not wasting time. Picked up there by Abba. Abba coming through. Abba on the ball. And he goes for the other next shot towards goal. Is he going to go? Is he got the legs? And it's a goal! What a goal! Abba Dantante didn't overhit it, just stroked it gently, focused on accuracy and not power. And he scores a goal, narrowing the gap 5-3 to Nairobi B. Lagos B, everything to play for. Swap sides. Let's see what happens.
Really important now for Lagos to pick this ball up out of this. So they'll be very aggressive there, pushing their way in. Ball goes down the center. Where's come out the back, and it's straight away onto it. He's on the near side. It's going to be Musadik. Musadik takes it forward. He seems to have now moved himself back into that number 4 position. And picked up again. Oh, and it looks, has he put that ball over the back, over the line? Yeah, it looks like it has. And that's really unfortunate because they were on attack. Musadik popped that ball over the line. Rafanzoma drops the ball. Taken now by Amakwe. And Amakwe with a lovely big shot for Jamie to run onto it, but the Nigerian player is ahead of him. Takes the ball round. Nice little clip shot over there from Joe Kamau. Tries to take it forward, and it's still going to be... Oh, and he's gone over the top of it. That's an Arunga pony. You can see with the orange numbness trim. Taken forward by... This time, lovely take by...
What's happening? Oh, nice near side backhand by the Lagos number 2 there. That's Munir, did a great shot there.
Yep.
Umpire, they're not happy with it. The refs are not happy. Let's see what happened there. I think there's a lovely shot there by Munir. He did a tail.
Yeah, Jamie Excel did that same thing, you know, coming around, but unfortunately, as he came around, he's getting himself... Should have then taken it on the near side. He takes it on the offside, he tries and he obstructs the player. So taken forward then, very cleverly played there by Musadik. And it's going to be a 60-yard penalty. Now, could have been moved up even further, Chris, because after all, there were no defenders.
Yeah,
you know, so that could
and
have
they
been
were attacking.
And they were attacking, so arguably one could say that that should be a penalty 3 because there was nobody in front of them. But the umpires have decided a penalty 4 because it was so far out.
Now, Abba is not his first rodeo. He'll take the horse round clockwise and then try and make sure that when he plays the shot, his horse's front right foot hits the ground the same time he plays the shot. That gives him a steady platform. And let's see if we can put it through the post here. He's got the strength. Let's see if he's got the accuracy.
Little practice shot by him. Now he comes, boom, the pony's head. Oh, and it's gone off to the side again. Taken out of the way by Amakwe. Taken again by Amakwe. He's got to make sure. Oh, and he's hit it over the back line. This is an interesting one, and this is like a corner kick now. If one of the defending players hits it over the back line, Huta goes for halfway through the 4th chaka. Not much play, so the whistle goes to stop play. And when a player, the defending team takes it over their own back line, 60-yard penalty is given to the attacking team, but now it's perpendicular to where the ball went out. So you can see it's off slightly to the side. They'll put that horse onto, that ball onto a little mound of grass just to give it a little bit of a lift. And we'll see who's going to take it. I was a little bit surprised over there that it wasn't Musadik, the high goaler, that was taking,
It did come off a horse. I think it was looking like he was straight, bounced off a horse. Now, just spectators in front of us, just be careful. That ball does come out, especially if you've got children. Just be a little bit careful. It's great to be involved. Just be wary. A horse could jump over and it will win that fight with you. So just be careful.
Keep your eye on the game. That's the most important thing. Watch the game. Nice to be social, but watch out. That ball comes hard and fast.
And that in front of us is the Nairobi Polo Club chairman, Fred Combo. Fred, raise your hands. Look at that. Done very well in helping turn this club round and make it as successful as it is. So thank you very much, Fred.
Absolutely. In fact, that entire committee led by Fred Combo, Simon Masheni, his vice chairman, Vishal Samaya not playing because he's lending all his horses this weekend, is the captain of the club. Jamie Excel, who you've seen out there today, is the vice captain. The treasurer, Calvin Jumba. Sponsorship and events run by Susan Miner. The ground, Simon Masheni does that as well, double hatting over there. Social director is Gitaru Wanjiru, and then the bar and catering, Bobby Kamani. I haven't seen him this weekend, and the secretary, who does a huge amount of work, Sharon Alela. It's a hell of a job over there for everybody. And I see they've actually let some people out of committee this weekend.
About the?
So let some people out of committee this weekend to come and watch the polo.
Oh, and eyeballs are free. So, guys, look at this penalty. It looks like it's going to be taken by the number 3. That's Abba.
No, that's
and
Mystique.
Abba is a number 2 player.
That's Abba, yeah.
But his lineup isn't great. Yeah, he hadn't set himself up well, but is he going to go through? Oh!
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
A goal!
That's
Oh, my
ridiculous.
goodness.
That is ridiculous. I mean, his horse turned at the last minute
He
and
came
he decided.
in at 90 degrees.
Yeah, and
that's going to have a round of applause for Lagos B. He scored a goal. 5-4. 1 goal between us. Everything to play for. Great. His horse wasn't lined up. It came in at 90 degrees, and Abba Tanta managed to do almost an under-neck shot into the goal. Going to be thrown in by Raf Zomo. Ball pops out the other side. Picked up there by Masadik. Masadik had the ball. Masadik still on the ball. He's got the ball near open, nice open backhand there. Puts it in front of his player, who does a near side backhand. Great little play there, ridden off by Jamie Excel. Jamie Excel near side backhand, and then Mwakwe does a nice little back shot there. No one's there, and it's a bit of a mess there. Let's see what happens here. So the Kenyan player coming around here. Great little play, and Mwakwe coming around. Mwakwe on the ball, he's got the line. Open play, lovely shot. Going towards the shot there, there's Abba there. Let's see what happens there with Musadik, sorry. Musadik, lovely shot.
Nothing wrong with that. He had plenty of space and time to get in front of that one, but there were 2 of the Nairobi players who turned very, very quickly. Remember, they just want to starve the Lagos team from the ball. Jamie Excel, lovely shot by him, off it goes. But it's going to be one of the Nigerians. It's going to, in fact, be Buwale that's going to get into the ball. Buwale again, lovely shot by him. Now it's taken forward. It looks like Abba that's on top of it now. Backhand from Amakwe. And it's Simon Masheni. Simon Masheni doesn't get the distance that he would have wanted on that ball. Coming through now, Simon's got to be careful. Is the backhand going to come? It is. Somebody to run onto it. Who's the first to turn onto it? It's gone straight back into the pony lines. A whistle goes. Oh, and that's an important whistle. Let's see which way it's going. It's going to be against. Looks like it's against the Nairobi players because they all seem to be retreating. So it's going to be a spot hit penalty 5A to the Lagos team. My sense is that if I was them, I would let Abba take that one, Chris, and I would say let him run as much as he can, keep control of the ball. It is Abba. Is he going to be able to pass it up to somebody? He's got his number 1 player, Buwale, but he's being well marked by Jamie Excel. Buwale now, he takes it. Buwale comes over the halfway line. He's going to take a big shot. He does a massive shot. It's heading towards the goal. It's heading straight towards the goal. Oh,
just wide. What a great attempt there by Abba Tante. Great shot, a little bit wide. Would have leveled the score. We're down to the last few minutes. We can't tell you how much because that's naughty. But Lagos be everything to play for. It's going to be a hit in by Kenya. They want to just stall this as long as possible, whack it down the pitch, and Mwakwe comes in, kept the line, and Mwakwe's got the ball, and Mwakwe's bouncing ball there, loses the line. Still tries to play the near side forehand, doesn't quite manage. Yes, he does, and Mwakwe's still on the ball, and Mwakwe's still playing the line. Mwakwe coming down the line, ball goes up in the air, and Mwakwe checks his horse. Does he manage to play it? Oh! Still on charge there. Simon Masheni coming through. Great little bit of teamwork.
That's Joe Kamal, but he didn't quite get it. There's a bit of shout over there. Now it's Simon Masheni. Simon Masheni taking forward, heading towards the goal. He's going to be able to get it. Can Joe Kamal keep it in? The 2 players are on top of each other. And the whistle's gone. It's gone over the back line. And so there's a let-off over there. Still 5 goals to 4. We must be getting down to the last 30 seconds or so of this game. This will end on the first bell if it's not a draw. Taken off then by Abbas. Now he's looking around him to see who he can pass the ball up. He hits a big one up here, straight towards the clubhouse. He hasn't got it as far as he would have liked to get it. And he's going to get the big one. He's going to be hooked. Oh, he gets beautifully hooked by Makwiringa, but he gets well backed up. Taken then forward by Musadik. Musadik takes it forward again. He's goes over slightly over the top of it.
Simon has it, goes to the top there, picked up by Abba. Abba still on the ball, leaves it, Abba still on the ball, taps it beautifully, turns, got the line, under the leg shot, doesn't quite get the legs. No one behind him. Kenyan player, open shot there by Mwakwe. Great little play there, and it's Kenya winning 5-4. What a great game there, ladies and gentlemen. 5-2 Nairobi B, 4 to Lagos B. You could have asked for a more interesting game. Shaking hands. What a great game there. And hopefully we'll get a right pass from both teams. They deserve it. Really close. Lagos B came back and could have got it with that shot. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it. But what a great game of polo. So just to remind you of the players there, Abba Dantanti, Musadik Tale, Bo Gelasso, Munir Rabiot, Amwakwe Runga, Jamie Excel, Simon Mushene, Joe Kamau. Great polo all round, entertained us.
And hopefully they'll, as you say, Chris, they'll go all the way around, give us a fly pass over there.
Guys, let's give the Lagos B team a clap as they come round. Ladies and gentlemen, Abba. Abba followed by Masandik. Boali, Bo, followed by Musandik, and bring up the rear there, Munir. Great polo. Thank you, Lagos B. You entertained us. We'll give you visas again to come back to Kenya. And the Kenyan team there working out how to split the money between them.
And being led over there by their number 4 player, played a really, really strong game today, really defended well, attacked well, scored a couple of goals. Coming in there, playing in the number 4 jersey was Jamie Excel. Next up, Simon Mosheni, followed up by Joe Kamal. Gave him a great round of applause over there. And bringing up the rear, a man that played an absolute stormer. Coming in over there, Makwe Runga. So great play over there, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up today's play. But don't forget that tomorrow we start at 2 o'clock with the ladies' games, Nairobi ladies versus Lagos ladies, followed then by 3:30 by the Nairobi A versus the Lagos A. That's a 5 and a 7 goal teams, and I think that's going to be, Chris, it's going to be an absolute stormer of a game, followed as always by the legendary Nairobi Polo Club after parties.
That's great, guys. Do stay here for the after party. A big thank you to Nairobi Polo Club, to Lagos Polo Club, all our sponsors. Thank you for entertaining us. Back here tomorrow. We're starting tomorrow at 2 o'clock, is it? 2 o'clock. So be here on time. We'll start punctually. And what a lot of fun, mate.
Yeah, and huge thanks to all the spectators that have come out as well, Chris. I think really, really given us a great atmosphere. And we'll hopefully have some music and time for the start of a beverage or two.